Hello and welcome back to the SEGA Spirit Show. It's your healthy dose of blue skies, blast processing, and a whole lot of retro-fueled enthusiasm. I'm your host, Graham Cookson, and with me is a man who once built his own life-size Transformer robot out of spare Sega Saturn Mark I controllers and light guns. But he had to destroy it because, in his words, it was too damn sexy for the world to handle. It's my ever-inventive co-host, Scotty Moe. And as always, we have a cracking episode for you folks tonight. We have our hot Sega community news packed full of homebrew and indie Sega shenanigans. And this episode, we've got some sad news from the indie Dreamcast scene. But we've also got some good news from the Dreamcast fan translation scene. And if, like me, you believe Sega consoles are the home of Tomb Raider, then you're in for a real treat. All that, plus much, much more. And if that's not enough to tickle your start button, for our feature discussion, we'll be continuing where we left off last episode, ranking every Sega game from the 7th generation. Bad taste is guaranteed, and judgment will be cast. So come join us as we celebrate the Sega community, classics, and more in this episode of the SEGA Spirit Show. Nice.
You said Transformer, and I just happen to have one nearby.
That is pretty fun.
There you go.
But if, for audio listeners, Scotty had like a little MacDonald's Transformer toy thing.
Yeah, they put out the changeables, and I got Teef Rex.
Wow. Wait, is that new? Is that like a new thing? Or is that like a...
It's a redone thing, I think.
Okay, fair enough.
Nostalgia bit me, so I thought I'll get a Happy Meal.
I mean, this is kind of off. This is on a tangent from what we normally talk about on the show, but this...
That's how we start.
Like basically right now at the moment in the UK, McDonald's is advertising a gift with, meals and stuff. And it's something I would never have expected. It's Friends, like characters from the TV show Friends.
Okay.
And I'm a big fan of Friends. I love Friends. I grew up on Friends. But it seems very late in the day, to be having that time. Like, how has that even happened? But yeah,
I don't know.
Because you held that up, I was like, I've just got to mention that because I'm just perplexed by why they're doing that right now. But yeah.
Friends goes through its renaissance every like 5 years or something, I feel like, with whatever generation is watching it again on streaming or something.
Yeah, but it's not like they can't do like, sadly they won't be able to do like another reunion really, or
nope.
They won't be able to reboot the show because of Matthew Perry's sad passing. But yeah, it's a weird thing. They've just been advertising it. I'm like, this is the weirdest crossover I've ever seen McDonald's do.
Anyway. That's one of them. That's one of the weird ones, I will say. Yeah, that's I don't know. I'm sure we could trace it to whoever owns the rights and decided we can make money all of a sudden, or whatever. Yeah. So,
but with that, let's kick off the show. And just a small bit of housekeeping, like last time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the show if you can, please. It just helps the channel grow a bit better, and it's just really helpful. So yeah, on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you listen to the show, if you can do a bit of that, that'd be really awesome. And Scotty, how's it going? What have you been up to?
It's going well. Believe it or not, folks, I've started going to the gym. Whoa. Nice. Because there's a free one for where I work for my job across the street from it. So it's a very small thing. It's got like one machine of each, a couple of treadmills and, weights and yoga pads and things.
So cool though.
Yeah, there's no reason for me not to do it. And I think the last time I looked at a gym was when I was in college and it was free for students and stuff. So my brother is big on working out. So I asked him about his routine. He gave it to me. He's insane. But he also he goes to the gym like sometimes 2 hours each time. And his routine's like Monday, Tuesday off, Thursday, Friday, and then off, etc. But, yeah, which works for him. But I'll tell you what he does not have is a wife and a single car to share on the commute to work with that wife. So going to be very different figuring out my routine. But no, it's been good. I had to take some vacation days, so Rachel had the good idea of like try to get into your routine on your days off. So did that, and my legs gave out when I was walking down the stairs after leg day. So that means it's working. But no, it's so that's been nice to be able to have that. I'm still trying to figure out the actual routine because it's it's going to be a little bit tricky. But yeah.
That's awesome though. Very good. I'd like to see your progress later. Maybe in the summer months you'll just be wearing a singlet vest showing off the X and stuff. Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't think so.
Give the people what they want.
Show them that farmer's tan that I've been working on. Yeah, no, I'm very thankful that I do have that gym nearby, so I'm gonna try to stick with it. And fittingly, I also say that because it's going to tie into what I've done, played, and seen recently. Because I took off last Thursday and Friday, or I'm sorry, it doesn't matter when. I took off a couple days. I had one more day to use. I'm like, I'll just take off the last Friday in February. Did not plan it like this. That's when Resident Evil 9 Requiem was planned to release, and it did.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always pre-ordered the Resident Evils. I don't know if we've ever mentioned that on here. Now that I think about it, like how massive of a Resident Evil fan I am. But
you pre-ordered, you got them all on day one or something previously, but I don't think if we.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Yeah, you haven't gone into huge detail, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I honestly don't remember that. Yeah, but I mean, the TLDR of my fandom, I've been playing since the director's cut on PS1, and I try to play the Saturn version once a year-ish. It's always a tie-up between 1 and 2, which one's my favorite, because I tell people that's like comparing the first Alien and the second Aliens movies. They're very different games, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, I've kept up with them. 6, when that came out, didn't get it day one, had a pre-order, but I waited because I didn't like what I was seeing. And then that one put me off Resident Evil for a while. But other than not picking that up day one, I've had them pre-ordered and or picked them up day one since 4.
One was 6.
6 had it had a purple cover. 6 was when Capcom tried to be an action game with one of the campaigns. There were 3 campaigns with 2 people each. You could play it co-op. 5, Resident Evil 5 was the one that had Chris and Sheva, and they were in Africa, and that's has so many problematic things with it. And then 6, you had Leon and an agent lady I don't remember the name of was one campaign. Oh crap! If you had asked me this any other day, I could tell you it was Chris Redfield and somebody else with another campaign, and then it was Sherry Birkin, the kid from Resident Evil 2, Sherry Birkin, and Wesker's son in another campaign. And then there was an Ada side story. I played one of those stories with Leon, and it was not good. It was not fun. So, didn't bother with Resident Evil for a couple of years. Anyway. Yep. Questions from the audience? I see a question.
Sorry. Was number 5 also co-op as well, or?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think I played 5 co-op with someone, but didn't finish it. We had quite a bit of fun with that. Never played 6. So yeah,
5 was a good co-op game. I played the crap out of that. And this one, though, Resident Evil Requiem, I didn't care, and then I was like, I'm tired of Leon and blah blah blah. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I was eventually like, crap, I do want to play this game now. And I haven't cared about a current gen game really at all like this in a while, really. So like Sonic Crossworlds, that was on PS4. I don't count that as like a this gen game in my brain somehow. But Resident Evil Requiem, that's only coming out on the big time consoles with whatever Xbox's latest thing is and the PS5. I do not have a PS5. And since we are trying to save for a house, I should not get a PS5. So my awesome friend let me borrow his PS5 for the weekend because I was like, hey, it just so happens this comes out and I have a vacation day. I've never done this in my life, like called off a day for a game release. So this was like, oh, I finally get to live the dream, Have you ever done that, Graham? Have you ever like convinced your parents to let you skip school or maybe later
I never
on?
never skipped school, but I think for Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Skyrim, I did take the days off for those, and I think they fell on a weekend because I remember playing basically non-stop for like 3 or 4 days, and then walking out to the sunlight going, well, "Where am I? What year is this?"
What happened while I was gone?
Yeah. But those are the only 2 games I can actually think of me doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Nothing. Neither of us did anything for that for a Sega game. Is kind of hilarious on our Sega podcast. But so nothing is a Walmart's. My plan was to get it from Walmart, and that was when I learned Walmart's are no longer 24/7. Because I'm like up to midnight, whether or not I want to be. Sometimes I'm like I can stay up till midnight, go get it. Doesn't matter. They're not open 24/7. And so it's like, well, what am I going to do? Because Rachel needs the car for work the next day. So, okay, Walmart opens at 6. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to drive to Walmart when they open, get the game, drive back and let Rachel have the car. And I'm just going to either go back to bed or sit down and play the game. That was the plan. That was the plan, he said. So I get to Walmart. I go into the electronics. I walk past PS5, 3 empty shelf spaces for Resident Evil 9. And I'm like, that's not a good sign. But, maybe they just haven't put it out yet. Go over to the counter. One other dude sitting there or standing there like near the counter. I'm like, maybe he works here because Walmart's gotten real lax with their dress code. You could wear like what I'm wearing and just put a vest on and you're good to go.
Oh, really?
Now,
okay.
From what I understand in the States anyway. So I'm like, I walk up there and I didn't say anything to him. But he said to me, he's like, if you're waiting for anything, you might be waiting a while, buddy. I was like, oh, I was just here to pick up Resident Evil 9. He's like, me too. And so we're like, what's going on? And come to find out, he flagged down someone else. We were talking for a while, honestly. We were talking about like what we're waiting for, Resident Evil, and collecting stuff. But come to find out, even though Walmart opens at 6, the electronics section doesn't have someone there opening like working the area until 7, until an hour after they open. So that makes sense, right? So we just started talking. Shouts out to Dre, that was his name, and we were just BSing about like collecting stuff like games and how streaming is ridiculous and how we both would have been here at midnight or whatever had that existed, or like neither of us wanted to do digital. Found out he was doing Xbox, I was doing PS5, and we're talking about everything from like collecting toys to like how crazy like sneakerheads are and stuff like that. Because also on Friday was new Pokemon cards and new Michael Jordan sneakers were coming out. And it was the Pokemon like whatever anniversary that day, but we're here for Resident Evil. And so like eventually people come over to help us, and one lady working at Walmart is like, yeah, well, I'm the overnight manager, and we're going to try to find the game you guys are looking for, but we don't really know anything about it because we've just been here since last night, and we're, the changeover essentially. And we're like, all right, that's fine. Do what you can. She starts looking. Another guy joins her, starts looking, who I think I vaguely recognized as seeing him at this Walmart before. It's a smaller Walmart also, and finally that guy's like, yeah, so I can see here in the inventory, we've got 2 copies. We should have 2 copies in stock for Switch 2, 4 copies in stock for PS5, and it doesn't show anything for Xbox though. So we're going to keep looking and blah, blah, blah. And then finally they're like, we can, you could see that guy was actually annoyed at this. Like he had the body language of, this is not the first time something like this has happened. So not the electronics people working yet. So they're like, we're sorry. If you can wait till 7, I know that's another 30 minutes, and in my head, I'm like, I even said like, I cannot, I have to get back home and give my wife the vehicle that we own together, So it's like, see ya. But we're like walking out and, ended up introducing ourselves, and Dre went on his way. Hopefully he got his game and I went on my way. But it was funny because like nothing happened. And we were talking about how midnight launches don't exist anymore, but that was kind of a midnight launch experience for us, was just BSing about games and like the hype of a game and everything. And it was pretty cool to have that. So I don't fully regret that. Except after that, I was like, okay, now I'm going to have to drive Rachel to work because there's no time for me to go anywhere else. And then I'm going to drop her off, and then I'm going to go to another Walmart And I did that. And as I'm walking into the electronics section, a much more massive Walmart, I'm walking straight into the electronics section. I see like a circle of people. And again, I can't tell who's working in Walmart because of the lax wardrobe. So I'm like, do not tell me I'm about to walk up to 8 more people waiting for Resident Evil and they don't have it in stock. That's entirely what I thought. So I'm like, let's go check the PS5 section. Oh, it's on the shelf. Okay, let me go find a person. I stand in this circle. No one's talking to anyone. Everybody's on their phones or kind of BSing. Kind of, there's like sections of people, probably like 15 people, and I just look to the left and look to the gentleman next to me. I was like, I just want to buy a video game. And so he doesn't say anything. He points to someone, and I'm like, do I? And then he like said her name, and she walked over to the gate and got the gate. She's like, which game do you need, honey? And I was like, oh, Resident Evil Requiem. She's like, oh, okay, yep, just got that in today. I'm like, oh, what is happening? So, and then when I'm at the register in the electronics section, they start to talk, and some dude who I guess is an employee there, he starts to say like, oh, it's Pokemon Day, and I just said out loud, not for me, it isn't. I don't think he heard me, but so then I went home, finally got home at like 10 in the morning, having initially planned to start playing this at like 6:30 because I was like, I don't have this console long. I need to play and finish this game this weekend, So it was just a mess. And it was just like
Man.
it was such a thing of like, man, midnight launches were cool. I know they're not needed, but like at the same time, this is not a small franchise now. Resident Evil is not a small franchise, and they had like a handful of copies left. And I heard stories of people trying to get at GameStop, if you pre-ordered it, you're good to go. But like if you wanted to get a walk-in copy, they just didn't have extras, is what I was hearing.
Oh man.
So it's like, do you want to make money? Like that Walmart lost out on a $200 sale basically between me and the other guys. So I don't know. It's just like, yeah. So, I mean, that's what I've been doing is playing Resident Evil 9 this whole weekend.
Yeah.
We record on Sundays for those that don't know. And yeah.
So the circle of people in that second Walmart, were they all employees?
They were employees because as I was walking away, someone started to say like, all right, let's get started or something like that. So I guess it was like the morning hype meeting. And
okay. They sound very hyped for work.
Yeah, no, it was not. Ugh, I don't miss retail. I don't miss parts of retail.
Oh man, that's so funny. Oh man, I was really half expecting you to say that. What's his name? Was it Dre?
Dre.
Yeah, I was half expecting you to say, and I walked in there, and in the circle was Dre standing there.
No, well, I know he was going straight to that Walmart from the one we were both at, but I had to go home, tell Rachel what's happening, ask her if it's okay if I have the car, and et cetera, et cetera. So.
This could have turned into a whole weekend-long road trip movie with you and Dre. I hear there's a Walmart over in Alabama we got to get to or something.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus. Well, the thing is, it's like, I know this isn't a short game, and I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I'll give like my 2 cents on it because I'm very almost done with it. I had Rachel look at a guide to see where I am in comparison to how long the game is, and I'm like at the end. So, but I got to a stressful part, so it's good that I'm taking a break to this podcast. But it was just like, that was the thing. It's like, I'm not going to finish this on Friday. Like I'm going to have to power through it over the weekend. I say that like it's a big chore, but my very understanding and patient wife, Rachel, who she's fine just reading, she's been sitting on the couch reading books and stuff while I'm playing this. So, but it's just like, I need to not delay this purchase any longer. And I wasn't going to get the download and like download it onto my friend's console and then just, whatever, even though he'll probably play it eventually too. But it was just like a mess of everything. Like if I had gotten it at midnight on Thursday, I would have been up till 5 a.m. or something. And then, that's it. But, oh boy. And my 2 cents on the game, it's good. Playing as Grace and Leon. That's not really spoilers because they announced it all already, but it's got feelings of the first Resident Evil, which I enjoy. Some sort of Metroidvania-ish stuff that I only tolerate in Resident Evil games, and it has cool boss moments, and it almost feels like a sandboxy type game because you can do a lot of stuff at your own pace. And playing as Leon, he's just a badass, which is great. Maybe it's because I'm trying to rush through it, but I feel like part of it is overstaying its welcome. Like it's definitely a Zelda quest at some points. I'm just like, oh my god, guys, I know what I need to do. I just want to see where this story is going, and I just want to I want to be done. So, but yeah, I did feel like that with the last Resident Evil 2, RE8. There was even a part where the character in game says, "This is still happening" or something like this. You got to be kidding me.
Okay. Wow.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. But that was my launch day shenanigans, and now I'm enjoying the game.
Okay, cool. That's good. Yeah. That's really good to hear. Fantastic.
PS5, get to use my controller that I've owned before I ever own a PS5. It's the 30th anniversary or 20th anniversary PS1 model, so pretty neat.
Fantastic. It does look quite cool. Yeah.
It's great.
Man, nice.
That's me. Sorry, that story took up more time than I meant for it to.
Yeah, I remember you saying before we started, like, I don't have much to say. Yeah, that's all good. That's cool.
That's what happens.
I'll try and breeze through my things quite quickly. Yeah, so I haven't had any pickups really this week. I have been watching a few things in the background while I've been working and stuff. And one show I just want to mention briefly, don't need to go into details, is Reacher, which is on Amazon Prime. There's Tom Cruise did a couple of movies a few years ago, but Reacher, the TV show, is a bit more faithful to the books from what my friend who has read the books has told me. And I've just finished the third series, and the fourth one's coming out this year, I think, or they're doing a fourth one.
I didn't know that.
It was really good. I've just loved every second of it. I think it's a brilliant show. So check it out. Let's just bring us back to Sega. So I have been playing a game, actually been playing a demo this week, and I'm going to kind of try and introduce a new section for the podcast. It's not going to happen every week, but when we play a game and stuff, we're going to do something which I'm going to call First Impressions. Yeah, so basically I have been playing Panzer Dragoon Zwei remake. They dropped the demo on, I think it's on most consoles. They've dropped it. I played it on Steam though.
Part of Steam Next Fest going on.
Yeah, and so if you don't know, they released they had a preview demo in Tokyo Game Show last year, and there were a lot of complaints about it. Like the visuals weren't very good, the animations were slow, like the way Lagi, the dragon, ran was like a lot slower than the Saturn version. Just things in general just weren't quite right about it. They have made some improvements though. In fact, like the visuals are a lot better than they were. They've added. Is
this your gameplay we're looking at?
This is my gameplay we're actually looking at right now. So this is our gameplay. So apologies if I'm doing terribly. So this is interesting. I've played through this remake quite a few times, just trying to get footage and other things. I was just trying out different things, and it's grown on me a bit because I'm actually also playing the original Panzer Dragoon Zwei on the Saturn as well. I played that through that. Played the same level several times, also to record some video game footage, and we could actually look at. I've actually got some a direct comparison video that I quickly sort of pulled together as well, which we could look at in a second. The game itself, as I say, it's like running a bit better than what the demo was in Tokyo Game Show. It's running a bit smoother. The visuals look a bit better. The camera angle is better as well because the camera angle was completely off for the previous one. It's now a lot lower, which is where it was originally. But yeah, there's still some things that aren't quite right in the game.
I mean, talk about that right there. That feels like nothing happened. That was supposed to be the dramatic part of where you're on the little lizard thing running, and then you jump off, and suddenly he can fly. But
that's actually a really good point. So in the original version, as you come to that cliff there, he jumps off, and you can see the ground kind of approaching in the original version. But then you start to sort of glide and fly, and it's kind of like a whoa. That's kind of, and the music is really epic for that bit. Like it's the way the music kind of cuts and then comes back in. But yeah, on this version, they just immediately have clouds beneath you, and yeah, so it's kind of like you're just flying basically. So yeah, it's less dramatic. I'm also finding the lock-on is really rubbish. Like trying to lock on and I actually saw the Sega guys put out a video where they mentioned this as well. I think Saturn Shiro did as well. They
might have,
Yeah, they're basically saying the lock-on doesn't always seem to work correctly, which I thought was just me, but what was that?
That might have been the feed for me right now. There was incredible slowdown.
Oh, okay. No, that could be if there's
that wasn't the game itself. Anyway.
There wasn't the game. No, the game on my side is going very smoothly, but that probably means that Restream isn't picking up correctly, which is going to be annoying. So if you're seeing lots of, so actually that's one thing. The game does run really smoothly. It doesn't actually seem to have any slowdown, so that's always really good to know. Mm-hmm. The gun itself, I find the gun is weirdly overpowered, but also doesn't seem to hit correctly. Whereas in the original game, the gun was less powerful than the lasers. So it's almost like you use the gun more, it's better. Yeah, in fact, I can switch to the other footage I've got if you'd like to see a direct comparison.
Sure.
Okay, won't go into too long into this, but yeah, that is
plead your case.
Okay.
Oh, you have them side by side. Okay.
I have them side by side. I did a little pull together this footage. Yeah. So yeah, both playing Saturn. I'm playing on the Saturn hardware. It's the PAL version that I'm playing. So I don't know if that's maybe running slightly slower because it's not 50 hertz. No, it's not 60 hertz. It's 50 hertz. So I don't know if the American version actually runs slightly faster than the PAL version. But yeah, I think the use of colors in the Saturn version is better. I mean, it's still, there's a lot of browns and grays and muddy and stuff, but there's certain enemies and certain colors pop a lot more, I find.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to skip forward a little bit because, okay. Oh, actually, yeah, sorry. I should point out. So I found the Saturn version, as I say, runs a little bit slower to the point that in this comparison video, I paused the Steam version a couple of times. So I paused it there just before he comes to a cliff, because the Saturn version, he's still running along down the canyon, shooting enemies and stuff.
Sure.
I don't know if the level is weirdly somehow longer or if it's just slower. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Take us to the part where they jump off, or is that coming up right here?
It's coming out right now. This is actually a different jump off, though. Just so you know, it's actually a slightly different jump off.
Okay.
So this part, they jump off, and this one, they actually land.
Right. Okay. Well, that makes sense that there's more build up then, because you're like, oh, cool. Am I going to fly? But then he doesn't, I guess. I don't remember. Yeah. I played Zwei. It's been a while. I played it for a marathon a couple of years ago, but I've put more time into the first one and Saga than I have to Zwei.
Oh, okay. Zwei is definitely better than the first game, I'd say.
Yep.
But so yeah, I don't know if you know, in Zwei, most of the levels have multiple routes through them. Like they have an A and B route basically. And so I showed you the B route the first time, which is where you actually fly. This is the standard route where you kind of glide for a little bit and then land.
Oh, I didn't even know. Okay.
Yeah. And then so in the other bit, you're flying through the air for a while, then you come to the boss. In this version, you land and then you go through this basically like a military base, essentially. And it's pretty, I mean, when you first played this on the Saturn, it was pretty epic because suddenly like there's loads of ships everywhere and like gun turrets and all sorts and stuff. And this is the version they showed on the Tokyo Game Show for the new Steam version. And it's this Tokyo Game Show version just seems off. Like there wasn't as many enemies. It just seems a lot slower. But it's a lot better than it was. As I say, I feel like the Saturn version still plays a bit better, but the Steam version is good. I'm going to skip forward a little bit further because I need to watch this whole thing. There's like a mini boss battle here where you're fighting this big gun turret placement, basically like a base thing.
Okay.
And let's go to the boss. There's actually something on the boss I want to look at. So hold on a second. Let's skip forward a bit. So actually on the Steam version here, you're sort of taking down these two little ships, and when they just go down, they sort of just pop a little bit and fall. On the Saturn version, if I skip forward a few seconds, they really smoke and it completely obscures the screen. If you see that, basically, it's like they've basically crashed and blown up, and they're just like there's smoke everywhere. You can't see anything. Yeah. And then like when the dust finally settles, you think, oh, thank God it's done. But it's not done.
Or is it?
Yeah, dun dun dun. And then from out of nowhere comes the ship.
Oh,
The
okay.
Steam
Yeah.
version kind of mimics it in a similar way, but the Saturn version you can lock onto the enemy immediately. With the Steam version you can't. And if you watch it when the Saturn version, when you destroy a gun turret thing, you'll see the ship actually shake, like really, like, did you see how it shakes there?
Yeah, sways.
Like, yeah, it sways, like as the gun turret falls off, it does it again in a second. There we go. Whereas actually, I'm going to skip back a little bit. If you now look at the Steam version, the gun turret's destroyed really quickly, and it doesn't move. It barely moves at all when you destroy things. So it's little things like animation's not quite the same and things like that.
Whoa, is that the Berserk? I didn't even know you had that in the game.
Yeah. You just so the little blue bar at the bottom of the screen is your Berserk.
Oh,
so once it's
okay.
Oh no, not the blue bar. Sorry, the bar. Sorry, the green bar is the Berserk.
Blue bar is your health, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. But yeah, I found the enemies a lot easier to kill in the Steam version, even though the lock-on's not very good.
Was there a difficulty setting that you could change? Did you do it on normal or no?
There's no difficulty setting.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of in comparison. But essentially, also the Steam version, they have updated music, but it's really quiet. The default setting for the music is really, really quiet. I don't know why they chose to do that, because the music is one of the things that makes the game like really good. You can choose original music as well, though. So that's
cool. That's a big deal.
So that is pretty cool. I really like that, because the remastered music's not bad, but they don't seem to have used it in the same way, or it's not as impactful somehow.
I like how the bars, the meters, I should say, in the new version do have the I don't even know what you call that, like the bone structure that you see everywhere in Panzer Dragoon.
That's quite a nice touch.
How you would label that, like a bone type structure?
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it, because I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, it's got
it's like a white
visual style.
Beige thing with black lines throughout, kind of, but it looks like bones connected, some sort of structure thing. So, well, what do you think so far? I mean, this is like a 10-minute demo or something, but
sorry, it's so the demo I think lasts 8 minutes in total from start to finish.
It's an arcadey type console game from '97. You know,
it is an arcade game. 16 minutes if you count both paths. It's I think it's fun. It's better than what I think the Tokyo Game Show version showed. It's not quite at the level of what the Saturn version is. There's just something missing from it. So there's little complaints about the controls and things like that. The music's not quite as good. Something feels off about the visuals. The visuals are very sharp and very clear.
Dang. I thought for a second you had the exact same percentage. Sorry, I was only mentioning it because I didn't know how long the screen would be up.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No, it's not the same percentage. That would have been quite cool. For some reason, as you see, I got 91% a shot down ratio in the Saturn version. That's not even the best. On one of my playthroughs, I got 98%. And then on the Steam version, I got 71%. I found it harder to kill things on the Steam version for some reason, even though the enemies are most of the enemies seem to be coming from the same places and stuff.
Interesting.
I just found it harder. Although there's more enemies on the Saturn. Sorry, did you see that? Total enemies 134.
Yep.
Steam 121.
Yep. I don't know.
Okay, so the Saturn version has more enemies. That's interesting to know. So they're throwing more stuff at you on the Saturn version as well then. Huh. Yeah. So there's some hope for this, because here's the thing. The company that made this, and I've actually just forgotten their name.
Forever Entertainment.
That's the one. So they did the original Panzer Dragoon remake. They did House of Dead 1 and House of Dead 2 remakes. And the House of Dead remakes are notoriously terrible. And
not good.
I haven't played number 2. I've just heard bad things. Number 1, I hated. I was so upset with number 1 to the point that I got angry. And I was like, House of Dead's my favorite light gun game. It can't be this bad. Am I misremembering things? I went and played the Saturn version, and I was very thankful I did, because I love the Saturn version still.
Yeah. Yep.
With this, they have made more improvements than they showed, and so there is some hope that it could turn out to be a fun game. So if you don't have the Saturn version, potentially this could actually be a fun, enjoyable game. We're going to have to see how the full game comes out, though. So hopeful, but still right at this moment, not quite as good as the original. That's what I'm going to say about it. So there we go.
Nice. I hope it pans out just for the sake of pans out, Panzer. Just for the sake of Saga eventually getting remade or something. I didn't play this demo yet. I don't know if I even will. I might just wait for the game because I got the first remake every way that you could. Like I purchased every possible version, digital PC, PS4, Switch, because I wanted more Panzer Dragoon. And in my brain, if I get all of that, that means Saga somehow will happen. We'll get a remake, but
Yeah.
maybe I'm not saying I'll do the same thing for the second here for Zwei, but fingers crossed. I just it's so hard to get excited for these because in my brain I keep seeing like Final Fantasy VII remake is a different caliber. Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes are a different caliber. And then we've got these that Sega outsourced to somebody. It's like this is not the
Yeah.
same caliber.
Yeah, because
So,
I think you said in our chat offline, this technically, even though it has been remade from the ground up in a way, it's not really a remake. It's more of a HD remaster almost, right, rather than a remake. Because Final Fantasy VII, completely different game to what it was originally. Like it's literally a remake. They've the same story as it were, but completely different. So yeah, at least I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. I'm a Sega fan that wants my Sega remakes to be as good as the other ones that got stuck in like top 10 lists of the year and they were remakes of games. Because also Resident Evil 2 and 3, FF7, all of those are part of the same generations of games as House of Dead and Panzer Dragoon. So it's like, it's possible, but never mind the fact that the House of the Dead game should have definitely been released in VR because who's using a light gun? No one.
No one.
Well, I hope it does work out. I hope it's pretty good overall.
Yeah, so do I. So yeah, fingers crossed. I think it'll be hopefully good. So with that, let's move on to our news section.
Holy moly. Can you believe it, folks? Yeah, SEGAGaGa fan translation is complete. So, TLDR on this, for those that know, this is a massive deal. For those that don't know, SEGAGaGa was a game that was only released in Japan. It is a JRPG in which you take the role of Sega, and you're I forget what the kid is, like what his position at the company is in the game, but you are trying to get Sega to have all of the market shares in the video game industry. Like the main in the RPG that it is, the enemy, the big bad is Sony. Pretty much, they don't call them Sony, but it is Sony. So this came out for the Dreamcast originally. Even after, I'm sure it was in development before, but it released after the announcement that the Dreamcast was going to be Sega's final console. But excuse me, but it's got homages out the wazoo. Like you see Ristar in here, obviously Sonic's in here, but you are walking around the Sega, offices and stuff, and you have to kind of fight the game devs and fight different people and buy different things. You encounter super fans in Akibara and stuff. So it's crazy. It is a Sega fan's dream game and has been the white whale of fan translations basically since it released. So it's been 20 plus years, and finally now the fan translation has been complete. We were just watching the release trailer on Saturn Shiro's YouTube page there, and they interviewed the main translator, main dev on this. They go by the name Existence, spelled with two X's there. But yeah, SEGAGaGa is crazy. It's a game that I've always said, like, I'll get it when I go to Japan. No way am I trying to get this game on eBay or anything like that because it's more than I ever want. This was the first game that I decided, like, I can't get this on eBay before the retro bubble, before all that nonsense. But it's such a cool, crazy idea, and I think it's one of the better representations of games in that generation because this would not happen today. You would not see, at least not. Actually, let me rephrase that. You would not see this type of game put out by a first party company. There would definitely be, third parties or maybe indie. I'm sure there are indie games like this that have, company A versus company B and stuff. And before we talk about it a little more, we do want to point out that they were clear about it in the GitHub page. AI was used to make this translation, to complete this fan translation. So I will read. I'll learn how to read. I'll read. We have it up on our screen here, but the AI notice, just so that people know before we go forward. Excuse me. So this is from the GitHub. Due to the importance of SEGAGaGa to the fan translation community, I think it's important to disclose where AI was used in the development of this translation patch. What I call the quote playtesting, oh my god, playtesting translation, quote, a base translation that allowed the artists and playtesters to get started early and understand what they were working on, was developed using a combination of DeepL and ChatGPT 4.0/4.5. That translation then went through a substantial months-long human translator review. Human. I don't think that the end product feels, quote, machine translated, quote, but that's ultimately for you, the player, to judge. For the purists, we're also offering the tools used to develop the translation. So if you are a translator who wants to do your very own translation of SEGAGaGa, you now have the means to do so. Check out the resources section to get them. The beauty of the fan translation community is that people are always refining and developing new translations and giving back to the community. Go forth and prosper.
Nice.
So AI was used in one of the early stages of this translation, where they picked that up from, I should say, because it's been going on for a while. And sorry. So yeah, so they used the thing with this to keep in mind is there are thousands of paths. If anyone's played any RPG, like you could do this to engage in that portion of conversation. You can do this to go on that side quest and have this thing. So there's so many branching paths. So that's what it did first, was they put it through that to test the wording of things, and then people actually went through and reviewed that. So the AI was not just replacing what people were going to do. It was a tool used within I keep almost wanting to say development, but they weren't making this game. They were just translating it. So I wanted to say that, and I will say this is me, not Sega Spirit speaking. I do not agree with how much AI is taking over a lot of areas of our lives, with data centers destroying the planet, for lack of a better explanation. But this is a time when no one's losing money because it's a fan translation of a game that's been out for 20 plus years, and it's not taking money from Sega, and it's not taking money from the community because no one's paying for this. And they offer the tools to essentially say, if you're not happy that we used AI, you do your own fan translation.
Yeah. I'm with you on everything you just said, basically. Yeah, the fact that people aren't getting paid for fan translation, so no one's losing a job, no one's losing money per se with this. And as you say, this is one of those games that's got a lot of text in it and stuff. If you want to translate it yourself, go ahead and do it, but it's a big task. So using AI as a tool, I think, just to help get that done off the ground and then have someone check it is massive. Like, that's really helpful. So and it helped get it over the line, so yeah, otherwise we might have had to wait many more years to see this come out, if ever, because with these fan projects, because people aren't getting paid, people lose their passion. They're like, I'm not getting paid, like I need to live, I need to work and stuff, I need to get this done as soon as possible, almost. So if it takes another 10 years, is that good?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the playtesting translation through AI probably saved these hobbyists literal years of doing this project, of working on this project. So I don't know that people realize that. I'm not a programmer. I majored in IT for a whopping year at college, but I know some of the extent of what goes into programming and game dev and everything like that. But so it does save a lot of time when it's needed to be used as a tool.
Yes.
Yeah. That aside, this is awesome, and I'm excited to play this. I did not. It's been Resident Evil weekend at the house, so I haven't obviously stopped to check this out yet. But you can you can get it on your GDMU, your ODE, or you can also put the ISOs on a CDR and play it on your Dreamcast that way. So there are multiple ways to do so. All that info is on the GitHub, but this is big news. Like, we had to lead with this because this is, again, just the one of, if not, it was like the white whale of fan translations, So,
yeah.
Yeah. You didn't get a chance to do this yet, Graham? Did you play it yet?
No, I haven't played it. It's one of those games I kind of want to. I feel like I need to make sure I've got some time to play it. Maybe this is the game I'll take, the Sega game I'll take work off to play.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
But yeah, so I vaguely remember this being talked about in some of the Dreamcast magazines back in the day, but because it was never released in the West, didn't really know much about it. And then I remember seeing YouTube footage online of like a scrolling shoot 'em up type thing, where you are actually playing, or you're fighting. I think maybe you're fighting like a Dreamcast or something. Like the boss is like a Dreamcast or Saturn or something. I vaguely remember there's like a Saturn console, a Sega console that you're fighting in the shoot 'em up. I was like, this is really weird. Like, is this a fan game or something? But
yeah,
it was actually, I believe it's part of SEGAGaGa. It's like a part of the game. And I was just like, it's like the most mental thing I've ever seen. And I was like, I need to play this game. So yeah, I'd love to get my hands on this and play it properly. So yeah, well done. Thank you to the community. This is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to sit down with it. So that's good. Big news, good news. Leave your feedback in the comments. If you guys agree, disagree with the AI thing, that's fine. We're not, just be civil about it. We're not trying to start any arguments or anything like that. But it is, Shiro got some guff from people, but Shiro had nothing to do with that part of it. They explained that as well. They actually didn't know. They announced it on their podcast over the weekend Friday, and did not know that AI was used, and had to make that clear to everybody. So just
okay.
Shiro guys are all awesome. But yeah, check it out, people. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, awesome. And the next bit of news is pretty hot for me, at least, because I am a big fan of the series. It is Tomb Raider 2. It's basically being ported to the Sega Saturn. And after it basically had only been on the PlayStation 1, that was the only console it was on for many, many years, until the so I guess the Xbox and PlayStation Switch remakes, which came out last year or 2 years ago now. I can't even remember now. But otherwise, it's only on PlayStation or PC for many, many years. And from what I understand, so if you don't know, the original Tomb Raider first released on the Sega Saturn, and then it was later ported to PS1 and PC relatively soon after, but it was originally designed and made for the Saturn. And apparently IDOS and Core Interactive were planning on bringing Tomb Raider 2 to the Saturn as well. But Sony made a deal with them and basically said, keep it exclusively on PlayStation 1 and we'll pay you lots of money, essentially, from what I understand. And yeah, and that's what happened. So yeah, basically it never came to the Saturn, but someone is working on it, which is really cool. So it's being ported by someone who goes by, well, I don't know if this is one person or two people, because I've just seen the name written out twice. It's JR Tomb Raider / Retro Raider John.
All right.
So I've got a weird feeling it's the same person for some reason. But anyway, they are working on this remake. They have finished the first level, which is the Great Wall of China, which is what we're seeing right now. This video we're actually watching right now is from Frogball, who they also work on like lots of indie games and stuff, and Sega stuff. We've covered them before on the show. They do a lot of good stuff, but they've put out this video of their gameplay. And it's looking, it's looking good. I mean, yeah, obviously not as sharp as the PC version or anything, but it's looking as good as the PlayStation version from what I can tell. And it's running pretty smoothly. So yeah, if were you a fan of the Tomb Raider games? I don't think you were you so much?
I played the first one for the first time like 5 years ago, and it was hell on earth getting through certain levels because of the controls.
Okay,
but I'm sure back then it might have been better, but the platforming in some parts, I was just like, oh, this sure is a 1990s thing without a second joystick. So
yeah,
I can understand and appreciate what they did and why people enjoyed them, but I never never cared all that much. I was I couldn't. I was double checking that the second one was only on PS1, and you're essentially correct. I guess it did also get a port to Mac, though.
Yeah. So it was on PC. So PC and Mac, I guess. Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I had it on PC back in the day, and yeah, it's the thing is though. So I actually really love the original Tomb Raider. Still, like they made they had the original Tomb Raider, then they had Tomb Raider Anniversary, which was a remaster basically. That was like a proper. Proper remake, in fact. So the completely new graphics, some of the level designs have completely changed and stuff. It was really good. Then they did the HD remaster, as I say, like last year or a couple of years ago, which was really good. And I played through Tomb Raider 1, beat that on the remaster, and then I played Tomb Raider 2. And I have to admit, Tomb Raider 2 is not as good as I remember. So even though I'm excited for this news, the game isn't as good as I remember it being. If you found Tomb Raider 1 challenging, Tomb Raider 2 is a lot more challenging, especially the first level or two. It's weirdly difficult, especially this Great Wall of China level.
It was also put on the PlayStation Network. Okay, that's why I remember seeing it for some reason.
Okay, that makes sense.
In 2012.
Oh yeah, because it was on Vita. It was on PS Vita. I remember downloading it for that as well.
There you go. Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah.
Could you mess with it to make it? Because I know a lot of things you could download that were PS1 games. You could mess with the controls. Could you alter it so you could use the second stick somehow in that game?
I don't remember actually.
Sounds like you got homework. No, I don't know. Well, this is cool though.
No, it's cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't played it yet. You can download it now. I'll drop the links and stuff to play this. It's basically a demo of the first level. Well, it is the first level from what I understand. And I might try and play it next week. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. This is really cool news. So looking forward to it. Maybe we'll see Tomb Raider 3 as well at some point on Saturn, but who knows? So yeah, cool.
Scott, going from good news to kind of somber news now.
Yeah.
We have talked about the game Xenocider on here before because we've played it during marathons, and more recently we talked about the game Soviet Borgs. Both of those, Soviet Borgs was going to be made by, and Xenocider was made by RetroSumus or Sumus, SUMUS. I've always accidentally said RetroSumus. I'm sure plenty of people have, but they have now disbanded. Soviet Borgs did not make the funding goal that we reported on a while ago, and so unfortunately they have had to close their doors. But on their website, it says farewell, but also says if you're interested in purchasing a digital copy of Xenocider, drop them a line, and you can still find them on Twitter, X, whatever, and Facebook as well. And I will say, if you do still want a physical copy, that you can get it on VGN Soft. That's they are devs that do stuff too. Or not devs, but they're producers of games and stuff. I can't remember what exactly they do, but they put out physical. Who am I thinking of now? Let me correct myself. Bear with me a second here. Xenocider Dreamcast.
So it is available from a few shops, I believe, physically at the moment.
VGN Soft does have it though.
Yeah,
I'll give you links, people. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I might shops because I actually did email them about if they had any physical versions, and Carlos, shout out to Carlos, he replied and actually sort of said about there was a few shops depending on where you live in the world. So I think VGNY might be the American store that has them. I think some other shops might still have them online as well for other regions, but we'll drop some links. Also,
Pixel
interestingly,
Heart was the other one I found. Sorry.
Pixel Heart. Yeah, they do. Pixel Heart's European, I believe. So yeah, in Europe. Yeah. Also, interestingly, this was actually on their Facebook post, but in a comment that they put out on the Facebook post. So not even on the actual Facebook post. If you want to play the demo of Soviet Borgs, you can. There's a link that they put out on. It's weird. It's through their website. It's the RetroSumus.com website, but the link is not shown on the website, so you have to know the URL. So if you're listening, RetroSumus.com/Soviet Borgs-demo. That gets you there, but I'll put the link in the chat. But basically, it's an online demo, so you can download it as well, but you can just play the demo straight from your browser as well. So it's that's why I actually tested it out the other day, and it's pretty fun. But yeah, this is a demo of the game that was going to be released, but sadly it looks like it won't be. Oh wait, actually, it says support Soviet Borgs now on Indiegogo. Wait,
well, it's probably going to be a busted link.
Right. Yes, that was not funded. Good. I just wanted to. Well, not good.
Oh,
bad.
We cannot see it. It might have opened in a pop-up or something.
Sorry. There we go. Sorry. Yeah. It is the ended Indiegogo thing saying it was not funded. Sorry. For a second I got very excited and thought they're still trying to get it live, but they're not. But yeah, if you want to, you can still play the demo online. So yeah, we'll put the link to that in the chat.
Making games is hard, people.
Yep, it is.
Making games is hard, but you know it's not hard? Making things in Minecraft.
Oh yes,
right?
Indeed, and that's the next bit of news. So this video comes from the Sega Guru. Essentially, there is a version of Minecraft that is being made by a creator called, this could be wrong, Mies Dev, like Geese Dev, but with an M, Mies Dev. And there's an update basically, with Sega Guru video showing there's now lava and stuff. There is also wind in the game. So if you look at the trees, the leaves are actually moving, which I didn't know was actually a thing in Minecraft.
Me neither.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. And they've also worked a lot on the lighting effects and stuff. So actually, it shows you sort of, this with the video sort of shows you going for the different lighting effects for like dusk and dawn and all sorts of like the way the lighting hits things and the shadows changes. And I think it looks pretty cool. Like it's got basically it's directional lights that they've implemented.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I just think it makes it look very pretty. Like they're going to sunset and night and stuff. It just looks really cool. And from what I understand from the video, apparently the Dreamcast game and the PC version of Minecraft share the same code. So it's possible that certain PC features could be ported to the Dreamcast, even if they may need to be scaled back somewhat, because obviously PCs are more powerful. But so far, the Dreamcast seems to be putting off a really good version of Minecraft. This technically, though, this can't officially be called Minecraft because it's not being made by Mojang. Yeah, Mojang.
Mr. Mojangles.
But it basically is Minecraft, but on the Dreamcast. And
Boxland. I don't know. Call it something else.
Yeah, of course, something like that. Yeah. Are they called voxels? Is that the term for the?
I think so.
The visuals. Voxel land, voxel world.
Mining land, there we go. Craft world.
So if you like Minecraft, there you go.
Bonus clarification: we did talk about Minecraft in the last episode, but that was for the Sega Saturn. This is the Dreamcast port.
Yes. So yeah, Minecraft every week or every episode from now on. Let's do it.
Yeah, get ready for your Minecraft updates from people that are too old to play it. Just kidding. Anyone any age can play it, but I haven't played it in like 12 years. So whatever.
Yeah. And there we go. So that's it for the news this week. I think we can crack on with our feature topic. So yes, as mentioned at the start of the show, we are continuing part 2 of our ranking every Sega game from the 7th console generation in our tier list. So Scotty, as last time, this was kind of your baby, as it were. So what's going on?
Yep, that's right. We're going to rank this. This is the ranking of 7th gen Sega games, part 2. Hopefully that comes.
Lady back. Yay.
It's back. It's back, baby. All right. Voice isolation is back on now. And now I'm going to share what we have. So what we'll run through what we did briefly. And that should be showing. Is it showing now for you, Graham?
It will be.
There
now.
we go.
There we go.
Nice. All right. There we go. So this is, we've got from S down to haven't played it, but we've got S plus S, A, B, C, D, E, and then haven't played it. Do you want to bring our cameras onto the screen too, Graham?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let's do a bit of that. There we go.
But,
we'll do it. Is that better?
No.
How big do you want us to be?
Because we're blocking the tier list itself. Okay,
that?
that works because that also cuts off the gross ad on the side. So thank you.
Nice.
But not the ad up here. Can I get rid of it? Kind of. So this is the 7th generation console games maker tier list maker. But what we have right now, I'm going to run through these and then we're getting into it, everybody. S plus, top of the food chain, the Dreamcast collection on Xbox 360, only released on Xbox 360. In S, we have Bayonetta and Ghost Squad. In A, we have Condemned. We have Alien Isolation, Anarchy Reigns, Binary Domain, Football Manager 2006. Is that right?
7, I think.
2007.
Yeah.
My bad. And then in B, we have, I'm sorry. In A is Condemned 2. My bad. Now in B is Condemned 1, Aliens vs. Predator, Mad World, Alpha Protocol, Conduit 2, Football Manager 2006, and Full Auto 2 Battle Lines. Then level C, we've got Full Auto 1, Beijing 2008. These are hard to read. Yeah, 2008.
Yeah.
The Club, Bleach. What is that? What kind of Bleach is that? Something.
That was the, is it Shattered Blade, I think?
Shattered Blade.
Yeah, there
and
you go.
Then,
on the Wii. That was great.
This works. And then C, also we've got Captain America, Super Soldier, Chrome Hounds, and Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax. And then in D, thank you so much. I can't get rid of these ads, people. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. In row D, we've got Aliens Colonial Marines. In row E, Alien Syndrome. And then in Haven't Played It, there's a lot of stuff. You can go look at that on your own time.
Yep.
But we would be remiss if we didn't mention Daisy Fuentes, of course.
Oh, yes. There you go.
Now we're gonna scroll down here and see what else we've got. Plenty of games. We're only going to go into detail. What?
Do we also want to briefly mention that the game that says 428, there was the Wii game, that was a FMV game that we were very interested in last time. We found that it's available on Steam, and yes, it's a ridiculously expensive price on Steam. It's like, was it $60 or something?
It's still full price on Steam.
Yeah. And we were like, we don't want this game that much, but
nope.
Because I think both of us were like, this looks like quite a good game, but yeah. Anyway, you can get it on Steam if you want to. Just
the weird porting scenario there. I don't know. So next up, Graham's favorite, Golden Axe Beast Rider. So,
oh yes.
And I want to say up front as well, we're not going to go into great detail with all of these. We learned from last time, so it's not going to take forever. We are going to try to get through the rest of these in this episode, but we might go into further detail if, we're arguing why something might be an S game or something else or what have you. We'll continue to play it by ear, but still maintain some sort of strictness.
Do we need to go into detail on why Golden Axe, my experience of that, or not bother?
Yes, we do need to talk about that, I think, which is entirely you, because I was not there. I was not part of the website that you
okay, so this has been mentioned on a couple of podcasts, on the Sega Nerds podcast and Megavision's podcast. But for those who don't know, when I was working on Sega Nerds, I reviewed Golden Axe Beast Rider, and at the time I was sharing like my gamer profile. I guess you could find out my gamer profile really easily, and someone checked my gamer profile and saw that I hadn't completed the game when I reviewed it, and basically a couple of people were a bit pissed off in the forums, the Sega Nerds forums, about that, because basically I didn't get the final completed the game achievement sort of thing, and I even got a death threat from someone, which was a bit shocking at the time. I don't know who it was from. I remember on one of the podcasts when I was talking about this, someone actually messaged saying, I was one of the people who annoyed you, but I never sent you a death threat. I'm like, I don't know who sent me it. I'm not blaming anyone. But it was a bit extreme. The thing is, though, I got to the second to last level in the game, and I was done with it. I was like, unless like the next level is like the greatest level ever made, it won't redeem this game. I feel like if you've played 10 hours of a game and it hasn't got good, it's not a good game, basically, because I gave it quite a poor score, basically. I did since replay it, and I actually recorded my playthrough when I was doing an article for Megavisions, and the game was slightly better than I remember, but not great. And weirdly, the last level is freaking fantastic. It's actually a really, really fun level. So I missed out on like a really good experience, but it still wasn't enough to make the game a good game. You know, it's still not a great game. There's lots of problems with it. So I am putting it in D. It's not. Oh, what are you putting it in?
I've never played it. I don't care.
Oh, you've never played it? Okay. So there are definitely worse games I played. There were so many problems with this. It made it not a great game. So yeah, I'm putting in D.
D for death threats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Graham survived all that, everybody. Hey, guess what? You can have opinions on the internet, or can you, according to some. So yeah, that one. There you go. Golden Compass, based off the movie with James Bond in it. I've not played it. Have you?
Oh, I have. Yes, I played the Wii version, I believe, and it was also a D. I'd say not a great game from memory. It was okay. They're a bit, it's fine. There's some bits that are okay. Not great though. Yeah.
All right, D it is. Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. I really enjoyed this game. I played a lot of it, and it was my introduction to Miku. I like rhythm games. Miku games are considerably easier compared to most rhythm games, in my opinion. But you do have like fan-made music videos, fan-made songs. I think all Miku music, unless this has changed since then, is entirely fan-made stuff. So that's what got me interested in the Vocaloid Hatsune Miku games. I thought it was
what
crazy.
What do you mean by fan made? Like this like Sega fans sent in music, or
I'm not sure how it worked really. I just know like Sega didn't write any of the Miku songs in this game anyway. It was it's just stuff that people have used the Vocaloid program for and chose Miku's voice or her other friends Luca, Ray, and May, and I can't remember all their names. Sorry, I don't know my Power Rangers, but they're in there too. They've got their songs. I really enjoyed this. Weekender Girl is my favorite from it. Did you play Hatsune Miku Project Diva F at all, Graham?
I have not played a single Hatsune Miku game, so it's all you, baby.
I'm going to put it in A because it's really good and easy to get into, in my opinion.
Okay.
The Vita version had some crazy camera stuff. You could like take AR pictures and make Miku dancing in your refrigerator or stuff if you wanted to.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, lots of interactive things. The sequel I did not play nearly as much. You said you haven't played any Miku games though?
I haven't played any, no.
So I'll drop it down to a C. Maybe that's not fair. You can come for me in the comments, people. But I think that was one where you do have a room interactive thing where you can pet their faces and stuff. So do with that as you will. I'm sure you have. Hey, going from that though, House of the Dead 2 and 3 on the Wii, that collection, amazing collection. We've talked about this. Now, I do not think it's as good as Ghost Squad because here come the jokes. My wrist hurt after playing this port because you would do that to reload. You could just point it off the screen. I don't think you actually had to press a button at the same time. So with that, it's still, one of my favorite games is on this collection. 3 is okay, but I still like 2. I'll always like 2 is the best, probably, in my opinion. So I would throw it into A. What would you think, Graham?
C.
What was that?
C.
You got to say, like, okay, is it C as in cat, B as in Bravo? What are you saying?
I'm saying C, the letter C.
Okay, well, C, B, D, E. I could just say E, guess the letter.
with the letters, and I'm saying the letter C. Am I not enunciating?
You haven't worked at a call center before. I had the phonetic alphabet in front of me for every call I had to talk to
C for Charlie.
There we go. C for Charlie. Okay, why do you think it's... What did I say A? Oh, I did say
You said A. Yeah, I dropped it down a couple. Okay.
You didn't like it as much?
I don't think House of the Dead 3 is a great game. I also don't think House of the Dead 2 is as good as the original House of the Dead. And I didn't enjoy the Wii version that much for some reason. I remember playing it, being very excited to play it. And I was like, I'm just not having fun with these games. I'm like, they're fine. Maybe I need to replay it again. I don't know.
I need to own it. I need to buy it because I don't have it. I got rid of it when I traded my Wii in forever ago.
I'm just looking at my Wii games. I'm pretty sure I do own it.
You might have Overkill. I also don't
definitely got
have
Overkill. But yeah, I just remember not being a huge fan of this one. But so yeah, maybe that's me being a bit too negative. I don't know. So what do you want to do there? This is a different situation. We haven't had this yet. You're saying A, I'm saying C. What do we do?
Yeah,
E?
I really liked having it because I don't. I like having it now also because I don't have a CRT, so I don't have the convenience of setting up my light guns, and I don't have HD light guns. So this would be the closest thing to going to an arcade and playing 2 or 3 right now on the Wii, because you do have the sensor bar. So I would at least bump it up to a B for that. I don't know if we want to factor that in. Okay, cool.
I'm happy to do that. If you're happy dropping it down from an A.
That's fine with me. I can understand.
Okay. I mean,
So I realize now we have 2 versions of Overkill here. I didn't play the extended cut. I only played the Wii version. Did you play the extended cut?
I only played the Wii version.
Okay.
I've never. Yeah.
We'll just put that down there then. But Overkill, at the time of release, House of the Dead Overkill was in the Guinness Book for most F-bombs dropped in a game. Oh, apparently Graham is wearing his Overkill t-shirt.
Yes. Sorry. I was going to mention this.
WTF, I'm what? I'm already dead.
Oh yeah, Sega sent this to some reviewers of the game. Wait 1 second. I need to show you what it came in.
Oh, okay. Maybe it came in a body bag. Graham is fishing something from his shelf. He's back in his chair, and he's got... Oh, crap. Is that a VHS?
Yeah, so they sent this whole VHS-style box, basically, which had... I don't know if it had the game in it, but yeah, it had like a cool little postcard thing, which is meant to be... and a t-shirt, basically. But
really, can you open up the box? Can I see the inside of it?
Yeah, so it's basically this is actually like a little keepsake I've got for it, basically. So inside the box, it's a VHS box.
Yeah,
and it had the postcard, which on the front looks like a VHS tape, and then underneath it is the t-shirt wrapped up. So you actually add water to the t-shirt and it kind of unravels. It's
one of those things.
Dry thing. But yeah, it kind of looks a bit like a package or something, like an envelope.
That's awesome.
So yeah, really love this.
Wait, do you have the t-shirt and that wrapped up one unopened?
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Basically, that's what's going on. This is one of the few things I've kept as a collectible. Because I managed to get 2 versions, or 2 of them from Sega.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe that shirt was sold at one point or something.
Oh, I don't know if it might have been. I'm not sure, but
okay. I didn't know how you got 2 of them. That's crazy. That's cool.
I think they gave me one at the press event, and then they gave me this, and I was like, "Oh,
Jesus Christ!"
Yeah, I've got to fix. I don't think I have 2. Never got 2 of these VHS things. So
I forgot that I'm sharing my screen. I was going to open a tab and see what people are trying to sell this for on eBay or something. That's awesome.
Really excited. But yeah, and I should have mentioned earlier, I was basically tidying up a lot of my clothes, like sorting out a lot of clothes, and I found a selection of my Sega t-shirts. And I was like, oh my God, I found one from Mad World, which I'll wear next week. It's fine, or next episode. And then I also found this, and I knew that we were going to be talking about House of the Dead Overkill. So I was like, I've got to wear my t-shirt. Yeah. There we go. Got very excited and geeky about it.
Nice. There we go. That's pretty cool.
Anyway, what are we ranking this?
Yeah, what do you want to get it? Give oh my God. What do you want to give it? Let's see. It's okay. It's a good game. I feel like it does try too hard to be funny at times, though, so that the script kind of wore on me. I don't. It's definitely not an S. I don't think it's either S.
Not an S. It's not quite an A. I don't think either. I think B.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think it's a very solid game. But the thing I didn't like about it was a couple of things I didn't like about it. In the original game, you can like shoot body parts off and like kill enemies in certain ways, which I don't think you could do in this. I think it's more like one-hit kills.
Okay.
From memory, maybe I'm mistaken in that one. But also, you didn't have multiple routes for the levels. whereas the original House of Dead, you did have multiple routes. So there's things missing that I thought made House of Dead really good, but the story was pretty fun, and it was, I liked what they tried to do with the whole B-movie style thing. So yeah, it's a fun game.
Yeah, I was trying to find just now. I agree with all of that. It is still a good time. It is still a good time. Definitely turn down the volume if you've got children around. But it's the grind. It's Grindhouse. It's the Grindhouse feel and everything.
Grindhouse. That's it. Yeah.
I was trying to find. They did a Typing of the Dead version of this.
Yes,
but we've only been counting physical PC stuff, and I don't think that got a physical PC release. So
I don't think
it's also not even on the Sega Retro list of PC games. So what does that mean?
It came out a lot later from memory as well.
Yeah, but wasn't it still within that? Yeah, there you go. 2013. It was still within that era. So that's strange that it didn't even come up at all.
Wait. Oh, isn't that like Xbox One era?
Oh, is it? I don't know what anything is. 2013. Port of the PS3 title. That's interesting. So I don't know that it got a physical release. I can check, and we can maybe throw that in later or something if we want to.
Okay. Cool.
Oh boy. All right. Continuing down the alphabet here. Hyperdimension Neptunia. Graham's shrugging? No clue.
No idea. No, I don't know what that is.
It's a JRPG where you play as girls that are the girl human version of consoles or companies.
I do know what it is now. Yeah.
So, like, for example, I think the main character is supposed to. She's named Neptune, which is supposed to be based off the Sega Neptune. And there's, like, for example, this was when the DS was out, so there was a set of twin children that represented the DS, and things like that. Which is fun. I recall playing it very briefly. I think because it was just like, whoa, Sega, what? Got to find out what's going on here. And it's okay. It's I haven't played a lot of RPGs, but it was all right. So I would not say it's bad, but I don't remember anything of it. There's a lot of in-jokes, like stuff we would get, but maybe someone just picking up a random RPG that's not into like the console wars, they wouldn't maybe catch on to some jokes. So I'll go with C, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what this is. It's on the Wii, and it's Japanese, and I haven't played it. Have you played it?
I haven't played it. Nope, never played it.
All right, moving on. Incredible Hulk.
Ooh.
I didn't touch this one either, but I think I've heard good things if this is the one I'm thinking of. I'm not
actually a very fun game. So a lot of people like the one that was on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, which was called Ultimate Destruction. But this was the one based on the Edward Norton movie.
Gotcha.
Where they have Abomination as the bad guy in it. And I'm going to say it's a very fun game. It's really good. They did a really cool thing where you can actually destroy entire buildings and stuff. Like,
nice.
It's kind of got the Spider-Man 2 video game vibe to it, like with the open New York world type thing that you can go around, and there's still side missions and stuff. Spider-Man 2 is arguably a better game, but this was a really, really fun game. So I wouldn't say it's S or S plus. Either A or B.
Oh wow!
I think. I enjoyed it.
Is this the one where you can put cars on your fists as gloves?
Yeah, so you can like pick up cars and throw them.
It is.
Rip it apart and turn it into just like in the movie. I just remember being really good fun. Yeah, played it a lot and beat it a few times. So
cool.
Yeah, with the superhero game movie things. Yeah.
Cool. This is another Japanese game I haven't played.
Nope, never played that.
Maybe I should look at the name of it.
It looks fun because it's got like a cool picture on the front.
Yeah, I don't remember. Crap. I should have had just the Japanese things up in front of me to at least reference them, but I'm bad at this, I guess. Sorry, folks. Okay. This one we already ranked, so I don't know why it's still here.
It's there twice, apparently.
Yeah,
there's two versions of it.
I don't know. I'm just going to put it in haven't played again. All right, we got Iron Man 1 and 2 now. So I didn't touch either of these.
Okay.
So tell me, this was when, it would have been nice if Sega kept this deal, I guess, because they had all the Marvel games. But I don't know that. I don't feel like MCU was as strong in this era of video games.
They were kind of just putting together the MCU at this point, and it wasn't really a thing. And it would have been cool if they kept it going longer. Iron Man 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not a great game, but it's fun if you understand how to play it. Because a lot of reviewers didn't seem to understand the controls, which is weird.
Yeah.
I got used to the controls really quickly. So I might put in a B or C, maybe maybe C. I'm going to go C. C.
All right. We can put them next to Cap there.
It's got its problems, but it's, yeah. And Iron Man 2?
Yeah, also did not play that one. I remember a fateful... Oh, shoot. I was going to say, I remember seeing a fateful interview on GameStop TV when I worked there, and I saw the interview. They were interviewing someone who made it in the Sega offices in California. I was like, oh, that office does not exist anymore.
Yeah, I know we're going into details and stuff, but I my review at the bottom of the Sega Nerds reviews, we used to do like pros and cons about each game, and I feel actually quite bad about this. But basically, in the pros list, I think I put the box can be fashioned into some sort of hat, and another pro is the game studio that made this game no longer exists.
Whoops.
Because I feel bad about that now. I was a lot younger, but a lot stupider, because obviously people lost their jobs over this. But it was not a very well made game. All the fun stuff that made the first one fun is gone from it. Yeah, just and the PSP version is even worse. Don't even touch the PSP.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, that's a shame. Did you play Jambo Safari?
Did I? I actually played it last year at one point.
Oh, all right. I feel like maybe I played it looking at this thing, but maybe not on the Wii.
It's based on an arcade game originally, but the Wii you kind of needed to have motion controls to play it, because you actually have basically part of the game is you're like capturing animals and you kind of throw a lasso over them and stuff.
Oh,
and
somehow this is 4 players.
Yeah, I never played multiplayer on it, so I don't know how that works.
Actually sounds so dumb that it might be fun. Is it?
Yeah, it's like an arcadey game. It's like almost like a mini open world safari type thing where you drive around, you take pictures of animals, you kind of capture animals at points and stuff. There's little missions to do. It's not amazing, but it's pretty fun. It's like a fun little gig. So maybe B or C.
It's $13. I might. This sounds like something fun Rachel and I might enjoy. Yeah, so you said maybe B.
Maybe B. I only played it briefly last year. I only played it briefly because I was testing out an emulator, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pop that in." because I remember playing that. But I remember playing it getting quite far on my actual Wii unit. Yeah, I'm going for B now. Let's go for B. Screw it.
All right, B for all them fun. Buffalo.
Yeah,
or something. This is a JoJo's fighting game. I haven't touched it, so
nope, never played it.
Right down there and haven't played. Now this next one is LA Machine Guns, and I forget what the other one is. Let me try to find it real quick. I forget what the other game. It's a collection of games. Oh, Gunblade, New York, and Special Air Assault Force, and LA Machine Guns, Rage of the Machines. I love the cover of this. The American cover is each arcade machine with just a pile of bullet shells in between them, because there's no reload. You have machine guns and you're just the whole time. If you've ever played it in arcades, the other covers are not as exciting, in my opinion. Is this that's the PAL version? So the PAL version maybe shows you what you've got.
You put it on the screen. I actually went and grabbed my PAL version.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Yeah. So drastically different from.
Yeah. I mean, even the back of it sort of shows the arcade machines, but not the pile of bullets.
Yeah, you guys didn't think violence were as cool as us Americans, so I can understand that.
I mean, we don't have guns. We don't even know what a gun is over here. So
I wish we didn't, but yeah. So I really like it. I think it's a pretty good collection too. And since you don't have to reload, you're not hurting your wrist like a preteen boy. So. All right, you've played it. Is this going to go into S with Ghost Squad, or do we think it's just an A? What do you think?
I don't know if it's as good as Ghost Squad.
Okay.
I preferred it over House of Dead 2 and 3, though. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Then we can throw that in A for Los Angeles. Let's a completely different direction. Yuji Naka's Let's Tap. Are you familiar with this?
Am I?
You sound like you are.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one we might need to explain briefly.
Okay. How do you explain it?
If you see the cover of the box, it's a bunch of stick figures that are different colored, and the Wiimote is upside down on a box, and you're hitting it with your hands. That's how you run in a game. And I think you had to do something else to jump. Like they were literally advertising it. Get a tissue box, get an empty tissue box, get a cereal box, and put your Wiimote on it. I thought that was the coolest thing ever because.
I think you double tap to jump or something. So you go.
Oh, do you?
I think something.
I don't know.
Can't remember.
Or maybe
now.
you slap with both hands at the same time.
So I didn't want to break off your tangent. Yeah, you thought it was the coolest thing or something.
Yeah, no, that was it. Just very different and using the Wiimote in a different way. This was when Yuji Naka, everybody still thought he was a cool guy. So this was one from his company, Prope. Yeah. And just a crazy mini game collection of stuff. I don't know what that penguin's doing, but he's in there. So I enjoyed what I played of it. I never experienced it multiplayer. Maybe it shines there more. I'm not sure. Did you ever play it, Graham?
Yeah, I did. And I played it multiplayer. I played it 3-player multiplayer at my friend's house with him and his wife.
Okay.
And yeah, we had fun with it. And it's a mini game collection game thing. So
yeah,
collections rarely have very long longevity to them.
Right.
So
this was the era for mini game collections.
Yeah, I don't B or C, like maybe a C.
Yeah, we can throw it in for C. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's pretty unique because the way you control the game, the games are very different as well. Just some people who may not know the game, you get like a running game. You get one which is almost like Jenga type game.
Yeah, remove blocks from your stack.
There's a rhythm game which is a bit like Guitar Hero sort type thing. Very basic Guitar Hero, just to be honest. And Bubble Voyager, that was quite fun as well. Yeah.
Oh no! Look at these characters. Is that what we look like to Yuji Naka?
Yep.
Just wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yeah.
I do not visualize the thing at all, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's cool, fun, interesting.
Nice. Which Beijing or which Olympics is
2012, I think.
Oh, okay.
Is that 2012?
I think that was on everything, wasn't it? Well, if I just type in 2012, we'd probably find it. Nope. Or not.
London 2012, yeah.
Oh, is it London?
London 2012. It's right. It's there, yeah.
Why did that not come up when I typed 2012? That's weird. All right, it didn't. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There's that cover. There you go. People screaming. Good stuff.
Oh, it's better with Kinect.
I didn't touch it. Oh gosh, I bet it is better with Kinect.
I never touched it. No, I should have probably got it because it's London. I got to support my country or something.
Yeah, London made it.
That's how it works. If he's got London in it, you got to buy it. Yeah,
all right. Played it. Mini games continuing here. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. We've got the first one, which was just that, and then we've got Winter Olympics, and then we got London 2012 Olympics. I didn't really play much of these. I reviewed the London one on DS, on 3DS, and it was one of the weirdest things. I felt like I was doing Street Fighter combos for the gymnastics event and stuff. It was out of control.
Okay.
So, but we're not talking about the handhelds. We're talking about the consoles. So I didn't play any of them. Did you touch any of these?
Oh, yeah, no, I played all of them. Oh, no, actually, I didn't play the London one. Just thinking about it.
What is you just hate your country, huh?
Apparently so. I didn't even realize they made the Mario for the London one.
Oh, yeah, bright yellow box. Let's see if that was it. Maybe it was only on, maybe it was only over here or something. Oh, my God.
Which would be weird.
That's what I wanted. What's up?
That would be weird if it's only released in America. With being the London Olympics.
Well,
and also
that.
Mario and Sonic game, which is like two of the biggest franchises ever. I think that would be worldwide, surely.
Yeah, it did get. Yeah, it was out in your neck of the woods.
Cool. So the first game was very fun. I think there's a C though. So yeah, I think C's one of those categories. It's good, but not amazing. The winter one though, I genuinely loved. Like, I think it's an A game. Like, that's how much I enjoyed it. I played it so much. The winter one, I was like, it's just more enjoyable to me because it's less of the tapping buttons and shaking things. It is more actual skill. I feel like involved in actually doing something like snowboarding, and so you could actually use the Wii balance board
the balance board.
For the snowboarding thing, which is really fun.
Right.
And I just remember the events just being more enjoyable in the winter, and the DS version. I know we're doing the DS version. The DS version, I remember actually having more of a storyline to it, like a little overworld you can run around in.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. That was all. Well, so what did you think about that one then? Yeah, balance.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, just okay. Yeah, so that's the one I'm saying A.
A for sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then you didn't play London. I didn't play London. Nope. Sorry, London. Sorry. This is a Japanese game with a lot of mini games that I also did not play.
Nope. Okay.
Sorry, folks. Sorry, Graham. Did you play it?
Nope. No idea what that is.
All right. Medieval 2 of the Total War franchise.
Total War.
That's not really my bag. Never has been. Ooh. So, did you play it at all or touch that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Cool. Does it look just like this?
I'm going to go for S for sugar or S for Sega ranking.
Look at that on the PC.
Yeah.
Graham thinks it's an S. Yeah. Graham thinks it's as good as Ghost Squad. Tell me.
The Total War franchise is very good anyway, but Medieval 2 was one of the ones that like really, I guess, kicked it off even more. It made it really. Creative Assembly did some amazing work with this game, and I remember playing it, being like, "This is absolutely brilliant! Like this is such a fun." Like the campaign was just really good fun. I think there was multiplayer. I can't really remember it very well for multiplayer, but the campaign was like the battles had like thousands of little tiny people, but you could zoom in really close and actually sort of see them in the fight. Maybe not thousands, but definitely hundreds of like. It just felt like you're actually fighting proper big battles with this game, and it was really cool. And yeah, they had some expansion packs and stuff. It was really good. If you're into strategies type games, this is a really good game.
I am not. Not at all.
Yeah.
That is the genre that I will try it, but I will understand less than I would for a sports game.
Yeah.
So
fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you have it because I can't fight it.
Yeah, cool.
If that makes sense. Now, Nancy Drew, how do we feel about her?
I mean, as a person, she's all right. Yes.
Well, newsflash, Graham, she's not real.
Not real to you.
Yeah. I have not played this Nancy Drew game on the Wii. Let me look up the full title just so
I have
give it that much respect.
Played a Nancy Drew game. I've never read a book or a TV show. I don't know. I just know Nancy Drew from other TV shows and movies where they mention Nancy Drew. So that's all I know.
Nancy Drew, the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Sorry, ma'am.
A detective, yeah, or something.
She is a detective, yes. Is
she actually like a teenager or something? She's not like or is she actually an adult?
I guess it depends on the adventure you choose. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Follow the trail to hidden secrets and sabotage. So neither of us have touched it. Sorry, Nancy.
I'm interested though. I like a good detective thing. That could be quite fun.
Okay. Well, if you like clicking on stuff and pointing your Wiimote at the screen, that's probably the game for you then.
That's all I want to do. That's House of the Dead, baby.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I always say. Knight's Journey of Dreams.
Oof. Okay.
How do we even want to start with this? Like the sequel to one of my favorite games. Oh, I didn't get that. Where's this thing?
Sorry, there's like a plushy type weird little. What is that?
I'm not sure what
the Japanese box.
What they are. Who they're. Oh, it's gone now. Sorry.
Back. Knight's Papetch. Is that how you pronounce that word?
I guess. Yeah, maybe that's a thing you got with it.
You send off for it or something? Wow, that's cool.
Wish I had one. I didn't get that. So I take it you've played this though?
Yeah. Do we try and rank this as a sequel to one of the best games ever made, or do we try and rank it as a game on its own, if that makes sense?
Gosh, I don't know. This is not in game. This is not in game. These are all the cinematics that people have screenshots of that we're looking at. There are two kids again. One of them's a violinist. I don't remember anything of the boy's story. Yeah, golly. There was a promo disc that I got. I don't remember if it was a demo or if it was video or what it was exactly. Oh, can I look at this? Is that allowed? Okay, it is muted, but I've got a trailer of it playing. Oh, this looks like excellent quality. 360p, baby.
If you make it full screen, it should go full screen on the thingy, on the chair. There we go.
Just trying to get some gameplay. Oh god, this looks so bad. The resolution, I mean. So yeah, it's a Knights game with freakish little children in it as well. Oh no, his dad left for work. What's gonna happen? I don't care about violin. I've got to go to the mall or something. I enjoyed I forgot about this. There are such long levels where you play as the kids. Oh my gosh, this is dropping down immediately. I'm putting it in D range right now. Golly. I love nights. I love Christmas nights. Everybody knows this at this point on this podcast or somewhere. If you've met me on the internet at any point, you know that I love nights. The Saturn game and Christmas nights, I play it every year. I forgot that it forces you to play as the children and run around in these horrible platforming levels. Never mind that Journey of Dreams, you don't have a controller that was made for it. So instead of like going around and stuff like you would on the 3D pad, it feels like there's 8 directions rather than a full circle that you're able to go in.
The Wiimote had like little notches in it, didn't it? So it was like a hexagonal, whatever it is,
right?
Like a
I remember
octagonal thing, yeah.
The controller they had for it, and the only cool thing was that they had an online sort of Chow Garden where you raise your little Nighttopians. I tried going online with that; no one was ever online, but it was just an empty, a very empty field. If I can, it's not important if I find a picture of it real quick.
You could also control Knights using the Wiimote as well, though, like on the screen. I don't know if you remember that, rather than using the actual analog stick. You can, there's a way. I think you held down A and then, it sort of followed a cursor because, motion controls, obviously. You need to have that in every Wii game.
Okay.
But yeah, that was one way to do it. So if you didn't like the actual thumbstick, you could do that. But it obviously wasn't very accurate because Wii games are very rarely accurate with that sort of thing. Because this is also before the Motion Plus controller came out as well.
Yes. I
actually played. Oh, sorry. Oh, you talk about what's on the screen at the moment. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just showing the online thing. You had this kind of garden playground thing where you could sort of add.
It's a playground with a slide.
She's walking around.
Wow.
Yeah. And your little Nighttopians. I don't know. I don't remember why you throw the orbs, the Idia orbs, but maybe that's, I guess, giving them energy or something. She's pelting one of the children with them. But you could interact with people in this somehow, and I think they could bring in their Nighttopians. So I thought this was awesome because I love the Chow Gardens and Sonic Adventure games. So this felt like a spiritual sequel to that, which is funny because the Nighttopians were the inspiration for the Chow, and then this feels like the Chow Garden kind of.
Sorry, that bit you just ran into was water. I thought it was a cricket pitch, like a little cricket green. It's like a little.
Oh, sorry, not in this version. Sorry. You got to play PlayStation Home for that. No, I don't know. All right, I have trashed this game enough. What do you think about Journey of Dreams?
Oh, good. So, okay, I was very.
I guess it's a point blank. Do you think it's a D? If not, tell me why.
It's a D. I'm going to go for a D.
Yeah, you can suck these nuts, Journey of Dreams.
But I played it at Tokyo Game Show in 2007.
JOD.
Go out there, and I loved it. I played it. I was like, this is brilliant. This is nice. This is fantastic. And then the game came out, and I was like, I think my review, I was like quite positive compared to a lot of other people who said it's definitely not as good as the original Knights, obviously, because it's just not as good. Things with problems with it. And then more I played it, I was like, this is terrible. This is not a great game.
Yeah, I only got through it because it was Knights. I probably wouldn't have if it was anything else.
I forced myself to beat it for the review, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But then when we went back and played it after I reviewed it, I was like, this isn't actually that good. It's got some fun moments. It's not the worst game ever. But yeah, the kids sections were bad. I didn't like that Knights actually had a voice in it for some reason. Like that, I don't know. That irritated me. It's like Knights doesn't need to talk. But yeah. Oh well. Yeah, the fact they forced you to do whole levels as the kids was because the original Knights you could play as the kids, but if you ran out of time and turned into a child.
Yeah, it was a punishment. So these levels felt like an extended punishment.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame. If you want to play a good Knights game on the Wii, find Rodea the Sky Soldier. That was actually really good, and it
Which
felt like
is
it.
really hard to get hold of on the Wii.
Yeah. It was on the
It's-
3DS as
which is
well.
not a good game.
Oh, okay. I can't remember. It came out on the Wii U, which
Yes.
had the Wii version and the 3DS version into one collection, and I don't remember which version is the better one because I played both of them. It's behind me on the wall, but we don't need to get too far into that.
My understanding is the Wii version was the good one, and then they
Could
made
be.
it for the Wii U, but it wasn't as good because they changed
The Wii U might have been the
controls.
3DS version then. 'Cause you're saying that
So
one's bad.
they changed the control system or something for the Wii U, and then they also had the 3DS version, which also wasn't as good. So yeah, but
That
yeah,
could be an
the Wii
episode,
version.
maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, let's see if we can. Oh, maybe use it on an emulator or something. Like,
Yeah. Something you could probably emulate, but no, you should whip out your 360 and hit up Phantasy Star Universe, right, Graham? Or should you?
oh yes, yeah, you should. Have you played it?
Very little. I played it back in the Sega Addicts days. I enjoyed what I played. I wish I could put more time into any Phantasy Star game, honestly. I just don't have the fortitude. I don't know. So I'll slot it into B right now, unless you think it's better or worse. What do you think? You probably played more than me.
I'm quite happy with B. So
Okay.
the online mode was fun, and you could have a lot of fun with it, but it didn't feel as cool as it could have been. However, the single player I genuinely enjoyed. It had more of a storyline than the original Fantasy Star and stuff. Fantasy Star Online, sorry. So yeah, I really enjoyed the single player. Like,
did they? Okay, 06. So this wasn't yet when you had to put multiplayer into games. So they probably actually put some effort into it, as opposed to
So yeah, the multiplayer was decent. But yeah, I think I expected like the big open worlds kind of World of Warcraft. You could have hundreds of people on the same server and stuff. It was more like PSO where you can only have 4 people together, sort of thing.
Yeah,
either 4 or 6. I can't remember how many people it was, but yeah. But the single player was good.
Okay, so was it like you're going online like PSO with just 3 other people, or how big was the party? Do you remember?
So yeah, the part I think there was like a lobby area, a bit like PSO, where there's lots of people, but then you had to form a party. I think it's either 4 up to 6 people. So you'd go into your own little world almost, but only like 4 people.
Okay.
So yeah, unlike World of Warcraft or something where you had, everyone's together in a big world, having fun.
Interesting.
But yeah,
the box art confused me for a second because it says Phantasy Star, but the P and the R at the beginning and end also are on the left and right side of Universe, so it almost looked like Phantasy Star Puniverser to me. But I'm weird. So what do you think? Stick it with a B?
I think B. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, B. I'm happy with B.
Planet 51, based off the movie. Didn't touch it. You?
Yeah, I played it. I enjoyed it.
Oh crap. Okay.
I'd say a C though.
Rams played. Was it your job to review all the tie-ins or something?
It seems that way. It's better than the movie, I'd say. Actually, because I thought the movie wasn't that good.
No idea, honestly.
But it's fun. It's kind of the best way to describe it. It's almost a bit like a Grand Theft Auto style game, but for kids.
What? Oh my gosh!
It's like a little open. You get to go in different.
Literally said that.
You get to go in different vehicles and stuff and drive around, and there's missions. There's a story and missions you got to follow. So it's not quite as big and open as Grand Theft Auto, but yeah,
that's nuts.
It's a pretty fun game. Yeah, not amazing, but fun enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm taking note. I'm making like little notes of like games that might be worth checking out as a result of this. I might have to
please do
listen to us because I can't do that while we're hosting here too. But yeah, that's weird. I'm just gonna write down Planet 51, GTA for kids? ? Next to it.
That's a whole episode we could do.
It might be. Oh, that's not a word. Oh well. Okay, so is C all right?
Yeah, I'm happy with C. I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's fun enough, but yeah, not amazing.
Puyo Tetris. I reviewed this for Sega Addicts. Yes, I did. And it is literally that Puyo combined with Tetris, and you have characters, and there's a story, and that's it. They found a way to combine the gameplay of both games, or you can play just Puyo, or you can play just Tetris, and it's multiplayer and stuff. Did you play this at all?
No.
Okay.
Played any Puyo game.
I'm not great at Puyo Puyo. I'm decent at Tetris. I enjoyed it though. I will say that it's good. Just maybe mute your TV when you're fighting when you're in the battles against the characters, because there's nothing more grating than what should be a child. Is a child in the game. All the characters are children basically, screaming how great they are and how horrible you are while you're trying to just beat a level to progress the freaking story. So it's one of those universes collides things and stories and stuff.
Are you sure you weren't playing online against lots of
100% certain? Yes. I do actually still play Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 on Switch fairly regularly, and specifically the Tetris mode online. Surprisingly, there's still people consistently playing that online, but I always play as Sonic though. He was unlockable in the second one.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd say it's still a very capable puzzle game overall though, so I'd put it in B.
I heard good things about it, so yeah, don't question it.
Oh, Resonance of Fate. I've heard amazing things about, and also no one's ever heard of it. It's a RPG. I can't remember if it was Atlas or not, but you have guns in it rather than like melee type. Oh, this is not working. Rather than melee stuff.
It's by Tri-Ace and published by Sega, I believe.
Gotcha. I don't remember if it was on everything though, but
definitely Xbox 360. I think PS3 as well.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so I think those are the three main characters right there, but you got guns. The fighting system was very confusing. I remember literally playing this at PAX East and the Sega person at the booth laughing at me because I couldn't figure it out. Thanks, bro. So great first experience. No, I never played it too extensively. Did you play a lot of it, or?
I played a decent chunk of it, and I thought it was brilliant. I also was bad, but I was really bad at the combat. I got to a point where I couldn't progress because I just wasn't. I think my characters may not have leveled up enough where I wasn't doing the combat very well, so I got stuck. But I think it's got the makings of a great RPG. I know the people who had played most of it or beat it, and they said it was one of at the time it was one of the best RPGs they've ever played. For me, it was a really, really good game. So I'm happy to put it in A or maybe even an S rank. It was really, really good though. Like what I played of it, the decent chunk I played of it was really good. What do you think? So you kind of made the way you said it kind of sounds like you have played it a little bit, but
I don't think I got what would maybe be considered a demo. I barely touched it.
Okay.
But I thought it was cool. They had like guns and stuff instead of the battle system was neat once I saw it in motion and someone explained it to me. But I've never touched it. So you said S. I'm fine putting it in S. I have nothing against it.
Cool.
So Rome. I can't even see the full title.
Rome Total War.
Oh, is that what it was? Oops.
I think it's just Rome Total War from memory.
Barbarian Invasion. I don't think that's it.
Okay. I think that's the expansion.
Yeah.
Pack.
Total War Gold Edition. We'll click on that and see if that gives us anything. Or if the website even loads. Nice. All right. Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Yep. That's number one.
Perfect. It's the smallest freaking cover in the world. There we go. So Rome Total War. Did you touch it? I again said my piece on strategy games, so
yeah. Also brilliant. I think I preferred Medieval more over this one, so maybe put this in an A.
Okay. Cool. We're flying right
really good though. Still fantastic. The game. I think Rome 2 was much better from memory.
Oh my.
Yeah, I think this was before Medieval 2. This one. It wasn't as advanced, but it was still a really good game.
Where did it go? 2006 it says, so yeah, probably before Medieval. Oh, maybe like mere months before, but yeah. So you said A.
Yeah.
Or did you say A? Okay. That's fine with me. You look confused.
I'm tempted to drop into a B now, actually, now thinking about it.
Is it as good as Jambo Safari? Or better?
Oh, that's a good point. Let's keep it in B. Let's put it in B. Let's put it in B.
B for Brome.
I remember Medieval 2 just being so much better, so I'm happy with Medieval 2 in S and that in B. Yeah.
I think this is Yakuza Kiwami. Nope, it's not. It's Yakuza. It's Ishin or something. It's the one that was in medieval, not medieval.
So Ishin or is the one beginning with K or something?
I'm gonna have to find it, but I can't. It's not, I don't think it's on here. Sega Retro. You're really letting us down.
It's a Japanese name. It starts with an R.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
It's Kenzan or Ishin.
Good call. Good call. So yeah, it's feudal Japan. Yakuza is the time. I couldn't remember. I didn't touch it. Did you touch it?
One of them I did touch, but I only played it very briefly, so I can say I didn't play it.
I looked up the wrong cover, but
so that was Kenzan. This one's Kenzan, I think, and that's Ishin. There's the next one.
Oh, whoopsie, my bad. Yeah. Okay, of course.
But from memory, though, they actually are. I don't know. I believe they are real folklore people.
Basically, like Assassin's Creed tried to do.
Kind of, yeah. So, like, I believe Kenzan and Ishin were either they were real people or they were like Robin Hood mythical people from, if that makes sense. Basically, yeah, like they're stories and tales. It's not the stories are not completely made up by Sega or the studio.
I gotcha.
Based on the life of the person or something.
Okay.
But yeah, so
I did play one of them.
Yes, I think I played Kenzan, but I only played it briefly, so I can't really say I played it much.
So what do you think then? Do you feel like you should rank it at all?
I'm gonna say I haven't played it because because I played so little of it. It's almost like I can't really comment on it.
And I can go ahead and drop the next one there too.
Pretty much all the Yakuza games are good, so we could dump it in A and be happy. But yeah, let's leave it there.
This is excuse me. This is the Sega Spirit tier. So we've not played these. Thank you. Samba de Amigo on the Wii.
Woo.
I haven't. I think I might own it, and I still have not played it. But I heard the maracas are better on the Dreamcast than the Wiimotes. But it is what it is. Oh yeah.
So I played it. It's still fun though. Like especially if you didn't have the maracas on the Dreamcast or whatnot. I don't think I couldn't or either a C or a B, maybe B.
For Samba.
The music is still good. Once you get used to controls, they're not perfect controls by any means, but you can have a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it.
Does this version have Ricky Martin in it?
Oh God!
That's not a deciding factor. I'm joking.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, let's say yes. Does that help?
Do you want to live La Vida Loca or not? Is the question, I guess.
I'm changing my mind to C. I'm going for a C.
I mentioned Ricky Martin. He's down. It's down.
It's because I'm just remembering the controls because the controls weren't quite right. Otherwise, there's fun to be had, but it's not the best.
It's the much more affordable way to get Samba de Amigo, but maybe grab the Dreamcast version somehow or the Switch game. I don't even know if that was good.
I don't know. I've never played that one.
But if you want some motion and you want to waggle like an insane person, Sega Bass Fishing might be where to do it. I have heard amazing things about this game. I wish I had it because that's the way. Do you actually reel it? Do you know? Have you played this version?
Yeah, I think. It's been so. I haven't played it since it first came out.
I mean, I'm sure.
I weirdly feel like you move the nunchucker like a fishing, reel thing.
I'm sure you do. I would imagine you do. Let's see. Is this English? There we go. Fish not biting. Try Justin. Blah 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 blah. Lake is well, it doesn't really. It just says motor out using the Wiimote. So, all right. Will I find gameplay of this easily enough? Let's see. Have you played it though?
Yes,
the Wii version specifically.
I played it I think I beat it, even though it's lots to do to beat it. I reviewed it.
I need someone to show me this game though, with like them with a video of them playing it, but I don't think we're gonna see that. So, all right, catch a fish, dummy. Come on. So, yeah, you can't tell from looking at it, huh? Oh, wait. Yeah, this is great for audio, I'm sure. Oh, what was that? There's a picture of the console. I don't know. So, I don't know. Let me
Yeah, so I
try
can't actually remember if you used the nunchuck or not, but yeah, they
I don't
did
know.
actually let you control the boat to drive around the lakes and stuff, which was pretty cool.
Oh, rather than just
Um,
shift your view or whatever.
yeah, so it actually got you could
Oh,
move
we
the
got
boat
this
around.
though. If you can get one of these, then I would assume that you're spinning it around like that.
Oh yeah,
They had
you must
controller
do. Yeah,
attachments for everything. So fishing rod bundle, you get the
yeah,
game
you
right
go.
there and the in-tech rod and reel. So, I mean, hell, I'll put it in A just because I like it on the Dreamcast. If people say it's better or just as good, way cheaper than getting a rod and the Dreamcast version, probably. What do you think?
Uh,
Or is it B for
I,
best or what?
I'm happy to put an A. I
All
remember it
right,
being really, really good. Like, I think
boom,
I gave it a
baby.
very high score, and I liked Sega Bass Fishing. Very fun game.
Nice.
There you go.
Solid. Sega Rally Revo on the 360. Didn't touch it. I think it
Ooh,
only got on that and the PC, if I remember correctly.
it. I think did not come on PS3.
Oh, maybe it did eventually. Sorry. Whoops.
Uh,
Probably.
so
Tell me about it.
really good. And not, I still think the best version of Sega Rally I've
Oh,
ever played is still the original Sega Rally on the Saturn and arcade.
yeah.
But this was a really good game, and they did something that no other game has done since. I think the tracks, the mud and the stuff in the tracks, actually shifts as you drive around it, and it makes it when you come around for the next lap, it makes it more difficult because there's
Hmm.
mud tracks. Basically the level, the attempts are
Oh,
shifted. If that made like
okay.
realistic mud and snow and stuff. Um, it was a really good game. Very
Yeah.
hard though from memory. I remember it being a lot tougher than other Sega Rally games. Um, really good though. I'm tempted to give it an A.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want
Yeah,
to. We're looking at Sega Lord X's video right now. Well, we
yeah.
might. Um, or
Hello.
we'll say screw it and trust Graham. Sounds good.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think it
We're
was
getting close to
the
Sonics. What? Go ahead.
I think Sega created a studio just to make that game, and it was the
Oh
only game
my.
they got to release, and then they canceled. Then they got shut down because this game didn't sell as well as they hoped, even though it was really good.
Yeah.
Um,
Looks really
mm,
good. I
yeah,
do own it. I've never touched it though. I mean, there was a time at GameStop where Sega games were dropping, just everything was dropping in prices, and like Sega supported the 360 so early on that basically launch games or the first launch year were dropping so much in price or got so cheap that I was like, I'm just going to grab this because it's Sega, you know.
yeah.
So I
Um,
do own it because of that. But
cool.
yeah, next up, Sega Superstars Tennis. I didn't touch
Yeah.
this nearly as much as any of the racing games. I remember getting super aggravated the short moment I did play it. The controls just didn't make sense to me somehow,
Oh,
or I was missing something. But I have barely put 5 minutes into it. I don't know.
it's basically virtual tennis, but with Sega characters
I don't
and
know.
more fun, like in some ways. Um,
Probably, but
well, it's hard.
I had a heck of a time with it. I don't know
Like,
why.
virtual tennis is really obviously amazing. I love virtual tennis, but yeah, they kind of added more arcadey feel to it, like sort of fun
Yeah, isn't
power ups
there a
and stuff
zombie like
occasionally.
House of the Dead? You have to hit zombies with your tennis balls and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's
The
a
mini
really fun.
games.
I'd put it in a B maybe. It was
That's
a
fine
really
with
fun
me.
game.
No argument. I've heard good things.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
What is this? Shining Resonance. Shining in the Resonance? Shining
Just
Resonance.
Resonance, I believe.
Shining.
Shining
Oh,
Resonance
wasn't on this one. What was that on?
is
PS3 maybe?
only on PS3 from memory.
Oh, are you
They
sad,
released a
Graham?
few Shining games, but only on PlayStation. Yes, I was sad.
Oh, interesting. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very kind of
Why?
you.
The internet just like there's no reason. Okay, there it goes. Whatever. Um, cool art. I've never touched a single Shining game.
Whoa, what? Not okay.
We've talked about this, Graham.
I feel like if we did, I've completely forgotten. I apologize, but we need to.
2 JRPGs I've beaten in my life: Tales of Symphonia and Panzer Dragoon Saga.
You have mentioned that before, but never even touched a Shining game. Wow. Okay.
Aren't they tactics based too? Usually,
not all of them.
Oh, okay.
Depends on the Shining game you're playing. Shining Wisdom, for example, was a Zelda game.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, did you play Resonance?
No, I did not.
Boom. The moment I feared is finally here.
It's here.
Sonic games, people.
Ooh, which one do we start with? Do we start with 06 and then do we go in order of release or just order of what they're here in the list?
I don't know the order of release, so how they are right now is fine with me.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Black Knight, Sonic and the Black Knight. I didn't touch it. I might own it. I don't remember. But
Zed.
Yeah. Oh, are we
It's
creating
Oh god,
I
it could be. I would rather play Iron Man 2 and Alien Syndrome than Sonic and the Black Knight. Although I would turn on Sonic and the Black Knight just to listen to the opening theme music, because that was genuinely a good song by Crush 40.
What the crap? Yeah. Oh, I don't understand how these things work. Cool. I just accidentally changed this entirely.
Oh, okay.
Let me fix this. I'm a good video game person. I know what I'm doing all the time. This one right here is the one I wanted to change and make it don't bother.
Ooh. Yeah, that sounds good.
Is that what you say for Sonic and the Black Knight?
Basically, yeah. It's one of the worst. It's probably the worst Sonic game I've ever played. Sonic Rush Adventure 2 is the worst Sonic game I've ever played. Black Knight is basically in the same space.
Yikes. Lots of people would disagree with that, but I don't have a dog in that race.
Rush Adventure 2. Was it Rush Adventure? Well,
there's Sonic Rush and there's Sonic Rush Adventure.
Yeah, Rush Adventure is just awful. I hated that.
Okay. That's not on here.
No, that was only on the DS. So anyway, do we just explain any more about the Black Knight, or just?
I haven't played it. I know there are videos now all over YouTube. You know, things go through cycles, and one of them for this game is, it's actually pretty good. You know, who cares?
I've tried to replay it more recently, and I still was like, "This is the controls are just awful." Anyway,
I get it.
Sorry, carry on.
Sonic and the Secret Rings. 7 rings in hand. This was the first Sonic game released on the Wii. You held a controller like this sideways, and you jumped by doing that. I've mentioned this before. It is the first game that made me almost throw a Wiimote, not accidentally, but out of anger, because I hated it that much. And years ago, I bought a CD that had a bunch of songs on it, bunch of Sonic songs, and the theme song for this popped up, and it was probably maybe as recent as 2019. Point is, long after like 06 or 07 when this released, and the theme song for this started playing, and I'm not joking, I had like a cold chill, and I was like, oh, why did I like this song? Like, I remember how it goes, and then I looked it up, I'm like, oh, it's from this game. So I hate this game.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
Did you play it?
I did.
What did you think of Sonic and the Secret Rings?
Seemed to like it more than you did.
I guess you did.
I'd put in a D or an E.
I'm fine with E. I can't even justify D, because I would definitely play Journey of Nights. I would play ACM, Aliens Colonial Marines, and Journey of Dreams over this any day.
Yes, so would I actually. So yeah, E is fine with me. Yeah.
All right. Let's do the other Sonic and All-Star Racing before Transformed. That makes sense. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. This was every console had it. The Xbox, I think you could race as your avatar. The Wii version, you could race as a Mii. I don't remember if PS3 had anything, actually. I'll try to find that out while you tell me what you think about it.
On the Xbox, you could play as Banjo-Kazooie as well.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think that was the thing that you could do. And did PlayStation have a character you could play as? I can't remember.
No, according to a quick Google search. So I didn't play this one. And not on purpose. I just happened to skip it and went straight to Transform. Did you play this?
Okay.
Did you enjoy this one?
I own it on Xbox 360 and Wii, and I love both versions. I mean, they're basically the same game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think this is even though people like this game, I still think it's underrated because it did a lot of things that the Transform didn't do.
Like what?
Ooh. So there's like almost like, how can I explain it? You know, in Transform, how you get little missions and stuff.
Challenges, yeah.
Challenges, yeah. They kind of had their own area for challenges as well in this, but they were kind of more fun mini games, but there are a lot of them. It was really good fun, like really cool. I'd be putting either maybe an A, maybe I'll put it an A.
Solid
A or an
A
S
for All
Ooh.
Stars.
I'd almost be tempted to be an S. Maybe I'll just leave it at A. A's good. A's very solid. Yeah, happy with an A.
Sonic and All Stars. Yep.
I'm now tempted to drop Incredible Hulk down to a B though, because I'm now thinking some of these games that are an A, I'd almost. Yeah,
we can.
I think. Yeah, Incredible Hulk's still a really good, solid game. It's really good, but yeah, these other games in A, I think, are just that bit better. Okay, let's do that.
All right, Sonic and All Star Racing Transformed. I own this game on every possible console you can. The only thing I don't own is the PC disc. I will have it someday. This is the best kart racing game I've ever played.
Was there a PC disc for this?
There was.
No.
I'm pretty confident. They were still doing it then. Let me see here. PC. Yeah, it's on the old eBays here. Maybe only PAL version or something, but there is a PC version. The Wii U version is the only version that's 5-player multiplayer because one person can use the pad while the TV is split into 4 sections.
That's pretty cool.
Fun fact. Yeah, Vita, 3DS, Wii U, 360, PS3, PC. Wow. I would put this in S plus because of the level designs. There's a Panzer Dragoon level. There's a Burning Rangers level, like the Saturn love that this game had. The unlockable character Ages, which is a VMU piloting of the fighter jet in Afterburner in flying mode. A Dreamcast controller as the speedboat in the boat mode, and then the Daytona Hornet car in car mode. One of the coolest unlockables, some of the coolest things. Used to play this regularly on PC, even though has not been modernized. The fans really need to do something about that. Get on it, fans. SEGAGaGa's done. Focus on this now. I absolutely love this game. I've put so many hours into it, mainly on the 360 and then on PC. A lot of hours on the Vita version, oddly enough, when my band was in the recording studio for a time. I was playing this on Vita. So having not played much of All Stars, I say Transformed is much better. Definitely S plus, because I could sit down and play this right now. I could go through the campaign. It gets challenging, and it is not for everybody because it is like Sega fan pleasing. What is that called? Fan service, Sega fan service.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about Transformed, Graham?
Oh, I'm probably with you that it's basically the best kart racing game I've ever played.
Suck it, Mario Kart. Suck it. All right. So, but is it S plus or is it S? Am I crazy to put it in S plus?
No.
Hell yeah.
S plus. I'm happy with S plus. I've put more hours in. I never finished it because that does get very challenging. I'm not the best at racing games, but
yeah,
I remember playing online a lot, especially when the PC version came out. That's weird. I played more on the PC version online. Anyway,
the most unlockable characters. So
yeah,
Ryu. I think Ryu's only in the PC version, right? As well from Shenmue. Ryu from Shenmue. Because
I thought I could have sworn he was on the Xbox 360 version.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. But there is. Oh well, yeah. And then for your Total War games, there's a character from those in the PC version as well.
Was it the samurai guy? Or
I don't remember. Nice. I'm glad we're in agreement on that though, because that's an amazing game. I could play it online right now with everybody if they wanted to. If the game doesn't poop the bed. Let's see here.
Oh, the Steam release, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rio. Hey, Rio.
I could have sworn he was in. Yeah. Oh wait, is he in?
It goes on and off sale on Steam also.
He's in Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing, the first one.
There you go.
So yeah, he drives his motorbike and he gets the forklift truck for his all-star move.
Yeah, the character roster in this game is also insane.
Yeah, there's a lot
between
of cool
crap, I didn't mean to click on a YouTube video. Darn it. All right, we won't get into that. We've talked enough about it, I think.
Great
very
game.
Good game.
Get it. And yeah, the Vita version's really good as well. And
it is
the
surprisingly
3DS version was good as well.
That's what I was gonna say though. On Steam, it's usually on sale. I've seen it as cheap, including the Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic is in it, and there's an Outrun track. There were the add-ons, but I've seen it on Steam with that combined as cheap as like $5. So please go buy that. Tell Sega we need another one. Sonic Crossroads is good. Crossworlds, whatever. But yeah, I want more Sega, not just Sonic. Speaking of that, here's another Sonic. Sonic Generations. Excellent celebration of Sonic. This is another game that people now will say, it's actually not that good. I played the crap out of it. It is 3D Sonic modern levels, and then also 2D versions of that, like a 2D version of my brain, City Escape, which I think is only on the 3DS version. So never mind, bad example. We're talking about the consoles.
That's the City. I remember the City Escape being on the Xbox 360. The 2D,
really?
at least going into 2D view. I'm sure that was.
I don't know which level is then. It doesn't matter that much though. 3D Green Hills in this, of course, but yeah, and it's all Sonic. You're just playing as Sonic. And there's the soundtrack is amazing because it's got like remixes and medleys of things. I don't know if I'd say S though. What did you think of Sonic Generations, Graham? I'm just assuming you played it.
I didn't like it.
Why didn't you like it?
I just didn't. I love the idea of it. I found so I love the idea that you're playing as modern Sonic and retro Sonic, like classic Sonic. I got annoyed at the 2D game, the 2D levels, especially for the classic Sonic, because they introduced the lock-on attack. Like in the first few bits, you didn't have the lock-on attack, and they introduced it, and that ruins. I can understand why they use the lock-on attack in the 3D games. In the 2D games, it ruins the flow, ruins the whole pinball flow of the original Sonic, which made Sonic so good. And I got to a point in the game, I was just like, I am not having fun with this. I never finished it.
Whoa.
I didn't even like the hub world idea that much. Where you get
the hub kind of sucked. It's just very bright white empty thing, which is supposed to represent the world not existing until you unlock everything. Yeah. So time travel's involved.
Maybe I need to go back and replay it. But when I first played it, I was so hyped for it. And I got it. I was just like, I'm not enjoying this game at all.
I played it.
I enjoyed it more than some other Sonic games. But yeah,
that's interesting. I can understand that though. I can definitely see that point of view because there's a reason the homing attack was not in. They tried to. I think they put it in Sonic 4, which we're not talking about on here, not right now anyway. Episode 1 or 2. But I can understand why you would dislike that because there's a reason it wasn't the homing attack wasn't in the 2D games.
That's part of the reason why this game annoyed me in particular, because the first few levels as classic Sonic, they don't have the homing attack. I was like, oh, cool, they've kept it without the homing attack, but the modern Sonic did have the homing attack. So I was like, I kind of like that. I respect that. And then they introduced homing attack to classic Sonic, and I was like, well, now you've ruined my classic Sonic stages. I'm not happy anymore.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. Well, that would make sense. I wonder if I went back to it, if I would care that much or think it's as great because now in retrospect, I remember I barely played the 2D stuff. I remember on Sega Addicts, a couple of us had like trying to beat each other's best times on like Chemical Plant and stuff and whatever, or maybe not. I don't know, whatever. Or no, it was Radical. Crap. Whatever Tails' last level is in Sonic Adventure. It's not Radical Highway. Maybe it is. I thought Radical High was Sonic Adventure 2. This is bad. I'm a fake fan. It's definitely not City Escape because that's in Sonic Adventure 2. I'm a fake Sonic fan. What is that last or one of the later levels? Dawn.
I finished Sonic Adventure 2 Sonic Adventure 1, sorry, so many times I can't remember all the levels. Like,
me too.
I've beaten that multiple times.
I'm literally typing in Sonic Adventure Tails last level. Speed Highway.
Oh, okay. Speed Highway. Okay, cool.
Yeah, played the crap out of that one, and to the point of like doing time attack modes essentially with friends. This was before everything was online or everything was in a chat room and stuff. But so you don't like it. I very much liked it.
Okay, I don't hate it. So I wouldn't. I think I'd put it as a C maybe. But I know a lot of people do like it, and you seem to really love it. So what was your gut saying? What were you going with? Maybe we can find some sort of middle ground here.
I was probably going with A because I remember having a lot of fun with it, and I love the soundtrack because it has. This might seem like not semantics, maybe pedantic. I don't know my words. I love that there are medleys involving the Sonic 3 vanilla multiplayer zones music in it. Yeah, once I realized that, I was like, ooh, is this going to be better in my eyes than the Sonic Adventure soundtrack? I don't know. Is that fair? Because it's remixes and medleys. It's not like that game's original music, So the soundtrack in mind, I would like to keep it as a B. I'm fine not putting it as an A. I think it's better than a C, though.
Okay, I'm happy to go with a B or an A, to be honest. Because I know I'm quite negative on it. Maybe I need to replay it, but yeah, happy with a B at least.
B is fine with me. Okay. Yeah, we could always play it for an episode. I doubt too many Sega places or the internet has talked about Sonic Generations. That's a joke. So that's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm glad we're able to actually have discussions and not just crap on everything. Sonic Colors, I didn't play a lot of, but I enjoyed what I did. I even got I keep wanting to call it recolored, but I don't think that's what the reissue of it, like the HD-ish version.
It would have been called that.
It should have been. Did you play this or not the remake or not the? Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that. I thought the coolest level was the one that's like based off of desserts and stuff. Like you're jumping on cakes and
it's like donuts and stuff in the background.
Yeah, I'll try to. Tell me why this game is, or what do you think this game is?
I'm tempted to give it an A. Like,
oh man,
I really enjoyed this game. Like, one thing I loved about it was when you unlock different powers, you could go back to previous levels and redo those levels, and you find different routes through it using the wisp powers. Which was really cool to me. I mean, I know other games have done those. Like Mario's done that with like Mario World and stuff that you could go back and redo levels and things. But
Sweet Mountain is what it's called.
Good game. So, okay, that's the one.
Yeah, look at all those burgers.
Yeah, and even though this also has a lock-on attack in 2D mode, I still enjoyed it. I thought it was good fun.
Okay, did you said? I'm sorry. What grade did you say?
I said I'm happy to give it an A, but I could give it a B if you don't think it's worth an A.
I didn't dislike anything about it, so I'm fine keeping it as an A.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Cool.
Let's see here. Ooh, Sonic the Hedgehog. Trying so many things with the series, trying to remake the series, reinvent whatever. Boy, was it different from the teaser that we saw at Tokyo Game Show. Sonic 06, as it's now called. There is a fan mod that people swear by on PC. I have not played more than like an hour of it, died in the hub world, and I went along with the hate, even though I have the statue that I pre-ordered this game before owning a 360 just to get the statue that was a bonus at GameStop. I don't know where that statue is, but trust me.
Did you burn it?
So, we're probably going to end up having an episode about this at some point, I think, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, I think we're going to have to.
It's the 20th anniversary for it as well this year. So, what do you think of Sonic T Hedgehog?
Okay, I feel like I need to preempt this, what I'm about to say, with a mini story. I won't go into too much. When I first played this game, I hated it. I understood all the hate. Like it was buggy mess. It was almost unplayable to begin with. Like the first few levels, it was just awful. Yeah, I remember dying in the hub world or something, like glitching through the world or something, which was just
nice.
infuriating.
Oh yeah, pretty common.
And then, so I was like, this is the worst game ever made. And then a year or two later, a few years later, people were talking about it, going, "Oh, I like Sonic 06." I'm like, "You guys are crazy." And they were saying, "No, it's actually not that bad." And then I watched a video online of the story, and I was like, "This is the most mental story I've ever seen." Like, it was actually very entertaining, like epic story. I was like, I kind of want to play the game now, but I don't really want to. In the end, long story short, I ended up playing it Xbox 360 version. Sega had ironed out a lot of the bugs, like some of the really bad glitches were just no longer there. There are some, the gameplay is still not probably as good as, say, Sonic Adventure or some other 3D Sonic event outings. However, so Scotty's got the infamous kiss with the humans and
look at Knuckles
kissing.
He's just like, Knuckles, "Oh man, this is happening.
My dreams have come true." That's what he's saying. He's like, "I'm not going to move in case they notice I'm here." So yeah, basically, I ended up enjoying it. I enjoyed it. I played it from start to finish. I enjoyed the story. Some of the levels were great. Shadow wasn't as bad as I thought he'd be to play as. Silver was really fun to play as, actually. Some of the Silver levels was really
you just love dropping those big billiard balls into holes, huh?
Oh, yeah. Tails and Knuckles.
Oh, Tails, his ring bomb. I remember that.
Yeah. I remember playing as Knuckles and being like, "This is boring." And yeah, Tails' ring bomb. Tails was just, they slowed him down and made him really, really bad. It's just bad. The Sonic levels were good. The Silver levels were good. Shadow was fun enough. And I remember the ending of the game being really fun, like this really epic ending bit. So I'm tempted to give it a bit. I enjoyed it more than Sonic Generations. I'm going to say that. B. C. Okay, or we could drop it down to a C because I know a lot of people hate it. I don't know.
This is not a lot of people's tier list. This is our tier list. This is your opinion. I don't care what other people think.
But you hated it. So
I was going along for the hate ride. I played it a little bit and I couldn't believe that I died so easily in the hub world. But I've never given it a fair shake. And to the point that I keep getting certain friends really excited at the potential of me playing and streaming it because they think I'd lose my mind. I don't know. But I would play the original version, not the fan fixer-upper. So, I mean, you do not think it's as good as Sonic Generations. Do you think it's as good as Condemned or Rome or House of the Dead? Or I'm sorry, not House of the Dead. Oh, well, Overkill. Or you think it's as good as Alpha Protocol?
It's interesting.
Or do we drop Alpha Protocol down to C?
No, we wouldn't. No. Okay,
this is the struggle I wanted.
Drop the Sonic down to C. Go on then. Yeah.
I will accept C. C is average. I will accept that.
Maybe B is too high. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
That sure is a video game, they said.
Yep.
Sonic Unleashed, one that I do want to go back to because they were trying a lot of stuff, huh? I think this in colors was a time when I was like, just make a cartoon again. Just make a cartoon with all these cutscenes. I don't care. I don't want stretchy arm Sonic. At that point, make another Ristar, you psychopaths. Like Sonic as a werehog running around, werewolf hedgehog thing. I'll never forget the first level. Took me 45 minutes to get through. And I was like, what's happening? I cannot stand this. It should not, maybe it wasn't that long, but it was definitely longer than your average 5-minute speed through and jump on badniks and call it a day. I remember it was definitely like double digits I was spending in the first werehog level.
I mean, in the original Sonic games, they had a time limit of 10 minutes.
Right.
If you got to 10 minutes, you die. So,
I've been told hey, play the Wii game because it does not have the hub, so you won't spend as much time. You won't waste time in the hub world. I've heard, but I like hub worlds, so I don't know. But I do want to try this one again because a lot of people say this was the one in modern Sonic times to play. What did you think of Unleashed? Did you spend a lot of time with it, or
I beat it?
Oh, good.
the Sonic bits were good. The Sonic bits were fun. They were fine.
Daytime, I guess, because at night
daytime. Yeah. The Werehog bits. Oh god. The issue I had with it was actually one of the issues I had with Golden Axe Beast Rider, in that whenever you came to fight enemies, you had a big group of enemies, they'd block you off, you couldn't keep going, you had to basically stop the action, stop moving through the level, beat up these enemies. Some of them took 20 hits or something ridiculous to just kill one enemy. It was just ridiculous. Yeah, the combat was pretty fun because you had to stretch your arms, you could do some cool moves, but every few seconds you're stopping and beating. It wasn't fun.
Yeah, just no flow.
There's no flow. The platforming bits with the Werehog, I remember being quite good because you changed because you had to use your arms to, like wrist star, basically. Yeah. Wrist star mechanics in 3D.
Right.
But yeah, it wasn't the best flow. Even the Sonic, even though I like the Sonic levels, they weren't as good as other Sonic games. I'd be happy with a D or an E, to be honest with this one. Just, maybe a D.
Let's do. I think what I played was definitely better than Sonic and the Secret Rings. So keeping that in mind, I'm okay with a D.
Fair enough.
I would still, like I said, I legitimately, not just saying this for a podcast and like internet content, I do want to. I have plans to go back and try that one again.
Okay, I'd just be happy to go back and try as well. Maybe we could try it together, just to see what it's like. Also, I just want to something else that bugs me. Sonic is technically a werehog already, because were is the old word for human, because werewolf is human wolf.
Oh man.
So him being a werehog is basically he's a human hog. So it's not it's
not that human hog, guys. Calm down.
God, it just annoys me that they called it the werehog. It's like, that makes no sense.
That's dumb. Anyway, yeah, that's like saying I gotta go use, well, you guys might not call it over there an ATM machine. But over here, at the M in ATM stands for machine.
Machine, yeah, I know. So. Yeah, or PIN number. Do you
right?
PIN
Yep.
Number?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So on another side of the coin, Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection or Mega Drive Collection, amazing collection, one of the best. That's how I learned of the golden. Oh yeah, that's when I learned. What happened? I missed something.
It was an old joke for something. Like, you say it's amazing. I'm like, no, amazing. Like,
okay,
don't worry. It's a stupid joke. Anyway,
there's a lot of games on it, and it introduced me to the Golden Axe Zelda-like game that I can't remember what that's. Maybe Golden Axe Warrior. Is that what it's called?
Yes. Was that on there? I don't remember that being on.
It was unlockable in a weird way.
It's one that. Yeah. Okay.
Let me see. Ultimate Genesis Collection. Oh, I didn't spell that right, but we'll find it anyway. Unlockable, blah, 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 blah. Must be unlocked by playing through the original Golden Axe, specifically clearing it or through specific, sometimes disrupted criteria within the compilation. I don't know what that means. It was a quick Google search result. So many good games on it, though. Let me get the list here. This was on everything, but here, I just happen to click on that. Or not? Where is it? Collection. Where's the word collection? Oh, you guys suck.
Is it called Ultimate Collection or?
Oh, Sonic Mega Drive Ultimate. That's not. Okay, whatever. I thought it was Sonic's Ultimate, whatever. Like it was his collection or something. So, yeah, Alex Kidd, Alien Storm, Altered Beast, Bonanza Brothers, Columns, Comic Zone, a lot of these things, they've been released on either PC through Steam or like on other collections. Some of them have not seen anything since this. I might be lying, actually. Well, the unlockable games, I know some like Congo Bongo. What else has that been on? But yeah, you had like full unlockable games, like not just another mode or something. So Fantasy Zone, you unlock it by getting 80,000 points in flickies. These are like bonus achievements / trophies that I thought were cool. The first Fantasy Star, a massive game, just defeat the boss in Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, with 2 players. And then you unlock Fantasy Zone, or Fantasy Star. And unlockable interviews. I love stuff like this. Like that's what you want. You don't want to buy those. You just have interviews and things like that on the disc. So what did you think of this collection?
Oh, it's one of the best collections ever made. This was
this was like before. Just for any audience who don't know, this was before these Mega Drive Genesis games were on everything already. You know, they're all on Steam. They're released on Wii Shop, or digitally everywhere.
Might be the last way you can play Sonic 3 without Knuckles connected to it. Because like the Sonic Origins collection, it's only Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You can't play just Sonic 3, which bummed me out because I like some of the songs in Sonic 3 and things like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, really solid collection. Let's go back to the list here.
But annoyingly, for some reason, you couldn't play Sonic 3 and Knuckles in this. There was an issue with that.
Oh,
yeah, there's a time constraint.
Pros and cons.
I remember being annoyed when this came out. I was speaking to one of the guys at Sega about it, and they were like, "Oh, we couldn't do it. It wasn't able to do it in time." I was like, "Isn't Sonic Jam? You could do it like on the Saturn. Why couldn't they do it on the?" But yeah, some sort of time constraint. They couldn't. It actually says it there. It says it there on the screen. Sega Retro, due to time constraints, the lock-on feature, Sonic and Knuckles is not included in any version. Just leaving Sonic 3 and Knuckles in Sonic 2, and the Blue Sphere out of the game.
Huh. Oh. Maybe that's where it got complicated. Like they had all these other ones, and then they're like, well, now we have to put in actually 4 more games, not just, whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently some guy from Sega stated the other unlockable games would have had to be dropped in order for this lock-on to be. So all those Knuckles you just mentioned wouldn't be there. So maybe we're happy with that because
I'm okay with it. Yeah. But it's still an amazing collection, though.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. Where would you think it should go? We throw it back up in the collection roster here, or what?
I'm tempted for S Plus, S or S Plus, because it was.
I'm down with S Plus. Good. Yeah. I played it was something like friends that didn't care about Sega. I could still be like, hey, we're sitting around, let's play Golden Axe or something, or fans that are not fans of Sonic, I should say. Let's play this instead or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's why I liked it so much, because there were so many 2-player games on there. It was a good like arcadey collection without meaning to be. All right, we're getting down to a couple here. Stormrise, I did not touch. Don't know anything about that.
I played it. I liked it. Just remember there's another real-time strategy which I always get confused with. Stormrise. Yeah, I like Stormrise.
Okay.
I'm going to put it maybe a B or a C. Ooh. C. Let's go for C.
You got it.
I want to make one comment on Stormrise, if that's okay, because it's a real-time strategy game. It's different to a lot of other ones because it actually uses vertical levels as well as just flat, if that makes sense. Like lots of real-time strategy games are sort of flat horizontal, whereas this made use of the vertical space, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And there's a few different types of characters you could play as, like as in factions you could play as. So it was actually pretty interesting in that regard. But I think for real-time strategy purists, it was lacking in certain areas as well. But
this looks generic as heck.
Those screenshots actually look really bad. I must admit.
Oh.
I remember seeing the levels being pretty big and made use of the vertical space really well. But I think C is good. That's
okay.
Fine. Yeah.
You know what? Let's look here and let's get rid of ones that we just haven't played for the rest. What do you think?
Okay.
Like to narrow things down. So like this anime one, I haven't touched it.
No idea.
Japanese game. Sorry, guys.
I never played Thor.
I did on the Wii and it was so bad.
Ooh.
So I'll just throw it into Don't Bother real quick.
Okay, fair enough.
So horrible. I didn't play this Olympics game, did you?
I did.
Crap. Okay, what about Tournament Legends?
Yes, I played it.
You did play it? Jesus, damn it. All right. Vanquish, Viking, you've mentioned, Virtua Fighter. Did you play any of the Virtua Tennises? Tennis?
I did play all of them except for 4. I only played the Vita version, I think, because I didn't have a PlayStation 3 at the time.
Did you play snooker?
No.
Okay, good. I didn't have much to say about snooker, except I guess that's what you call pool or billiards.
No, it's a completely different game. Also, it's funny because you call it snooker. We could.
Whoops, not that one. There's a snooker for you.
Some people say, I say snooker, but you say snooker.
Oh,
interesting. No, it's different to pool and stuff. It's you're similar balls and stuff hitting around, but different rules, different scoring.
okay. I trust you.
It's a lot more complicated than pool. Okay. But it's a good game. Yeah.
Right on. What about Wacky Sports? Wacky World of Sports. You did play that one?
I wanted. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that.
Did you play any of the Yakuzas?
I played Yakuza 3. I didn't play Yakuza 4 or 5 actually, or Dead Souls.
Okay.
So
me neither. Yeah. Sorry, folks.
Which is annoying because those are games I want to play.
Same.
I think I own all of them now, but I just never got around to playing them. And what's the last Yakuza there?
That is Kiwami.
Yes, I have played that one.
Okay, so now the games we have left here, we have played. Can you change our view so that people aren't seeing these ads everywhere?
Sorry, yeah. No, that's okay. Not it. This is the view I want.
Thank you. All right, so all of these we've played, so we can fire through them now. Sonic, I knew would take a long time, so but I think we can. What do you think? We can wrap these up, you think?
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah.
Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. I can't remember if I've played any of the Wii Monkey Ball games. I don't think I have.
Okay. So yeah, Banana Blitz I really loved.
Okay.
I think some people didn't like it because they added a jump function, but I really enjoyed it. I'm happy with B.
Okay, B for banana or ball. What about the one where you can? Oh, sorry.
I've just realised I haven't played this one. This balance board one.
Step and
even
roll
though I think I own it. Yeah, I own it, but I never actually played it. Okay, you use the balance board to control it, don't you, or something?
Yeah, you do. And that's kind of all I know. Oh, it was a late release, 2010. So yeah, I don't know. Did we get that over here? Yeah, it's Sega of America, so I guess so. Yeah, I definitely didn't touch this one.
Yeah, I think I didn't get a chance to play this one.
I might pick that up. So that's a not played. Sorry, folks. We've not played a lot. Tournament Legends.
Ooh,
such a generic name.
E.
Oh man, okay, that's fine, man.
It's a 3D fighting game, basically, and it's like it's like legendary mythical characters of playing like a Minotaur or Minotaur, however you want to pronounce that. And some other. I think there's actually mythical characters from lore or whatever.
Gotcha.
And it was very generic. Wasn't the best. It was fine. Maybe a D then. Maybe a D. Keep it an E. Screw it. Keep it an E. Okay.
You got it. Universe at War. 360
I'm going to say
PC exclusive.
God. D. Yeah, let's go for D.
D again.
It's a real-time strategy game. You know what? In fact, put Stormrise in D as well. Sorry.
Oh, sure.
Like
Whoops. Looking at the wrong.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, put that in D as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those are kind of on a par. They're fine. There's fun to be had with it. They're not great.
I gotcha. Valkyria Chronicles. Now here's the thing for me. I'll say my piece because it's not much to say. I watched someone play a good chunk of it. I really enjoyed the look of it. I like the story enough. The graphic style was really cool, and the gameplay I was actually interested in. Having zero militaristic background and not really caring about armed forces or anything. I say that because this is a Navy game. I was in the Navy. Of course I love this game. Some people might be that way, maybe not. But and not being a big fan of tactics, I still liked how this one was almost a third person strategy game. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Did you play that one at all?
Yes, this is one of the few games that actually made me want to get a PlayStation 3.
Snap!
I played it at Tokyo Game Show and was like, "This is amazing," and then I played it on someone else's PlayStation, and then I think I owned the PlayStation 3 version. I got it on Xbox when it came out eventually on Xbox One or something. I will say the opening for the game is very slow these days, but back then this was so unique.
Sure,
you kind of had to have it.
That is cool how the map it's above and then it zooms in Mode 7 used to do on SNES.
Yeah,
but it's not cell shaded. It's like parchment painted. I don't know.
it's such unique visuals for this game. It's so beautiful to look at. I love it.
Watercolor.
Yeah, it's like a watercolor effect. It's so good. But yeah, it's almost like a Shining Force game, but more full 3D.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because Shining Force is similar in that you had limited space you can move a character. Your character can only move a certain distance. Each character's got different distances they can move, and the terrain affects your distance as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's lots of I like how you also have to aim yourself. So like even if you get even if you're right next to an enemy, if you just miss the shot, you've missed the shot basically. But yeah, it's really good. And yeah, you can use the terrain differently as well. Like some areas you might be with buildings and have a ladder, you can climb up a building to get a better shot to shoot down at people. If certain characters die, they are dead for the entire game.
Oh, permadeath. I didn't know that.
So there's a lot of crucial to the storyline characters who I think if they die, you have to restart the level.
Yeah, there's like visual novel stuff in between almost.
Yeah. But there's literally I think there's like 100 or hundreds of side characters who have their own personality and stuff. You actually talk to them, they grow and they expand throughout the game. But if they die, they're dead. So it's kind of a really cool feature to have. Because between, I can't remember if it was this one or a different one, but between levels you could speak to them or something. I can't remember now. But yeah,
this unfortunately had a weird release too, because the first one was a PS3 exclusive, and then the sequel was on PSP, and then the next one released on PS4, I think. I don't think there was ever one until the fourth one on Xbox One that was on an Xbox system until then, if I remember correctly. But
so the first one, I'm pretty sure the first one was released eventually on Xbox One or something at some point. Because I'm pretty sure I own it on Xbox One.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There was a re-release, and now I look here. The third one didn't even come out outside of Japan. It's such a weird release for this series. I would recommend grabbing the first one though, because it is so unique.
Oh yes, it's very good.
So, what do we think for a grade?
I'm tempted with an S.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at us putting these things that we've never, God, I can't talk. Games that one of us have never played, we're still throwing them an S. So,
I
don't know if it's that good, but I won't fight it. I just haven't. I haven't actually played it ever. I watched somebody play it, even though I own it. It's like right down there, but so
I never got to finish it, but I remember every battle I played. I loved it. Each battle was unique. Good story, great story. In fact, beautiful looking game, very unique.
I'll give it an S for watercolors.
Okay.
What it starts with. Another Olympics game.
Yeah. Actually, which one is that? Just to double check. I can't actually really see it.
No idea. Oh God, it won't.
It's one of the Winter Olympics ones, and I'm pretty sure if it's the one I played, I enjoyed it. I would put it C, maybe, just to throw it out there.
How do you spell Olympics? Winter. I'll just type in the name Winter, I guess. Oh my God, I think Sega Retro is annoying me. What was that on then?
Up the site. It was on Xbox 360 for sure. Because
that's what I thought. That's what the cover art was. We just had Olympic Games, Olympics. What was that cover? That is Vancouver.
No, I think I played that one. Yeah.
It's just called Vancouver 2010.
Okay.
All right, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't touch it.
I remember being fun enough. C's good.
You got it. Vanquish. Insane platinum joint. I didn't play a lot of it, but I loved what I did play. Did you finish it, or how much did you play?
I have beaten it on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC.
Okay. Well,
I love
Bayonetta's an S. Do you want to start there, or what do you think?
I'm putting it an S.
There we go. Slide around on your knees. You're getting
so much fun.
Or other. Yeah, it is the action movie that you want as a video game, basically.
Yeah, it gets better and better, and the areas get bigger, the bad guys get bigger. It's so good. Like,
there's probably a reason. I mean, I'll put it next to Bayonetta because they were in a collection recently, semi-recently.
Yeah.
Viking, didn't touch it.
Battle for Asgard. I am putting that in. Maybe an A. A or B. What have we got in A and B at the moment? Just want to.
We got Condemned 2, Alien Isolation, Anarchy Reigns, Binary Domain, Football Manager, Miku, LA Guns.
I'm putting it in A. I'm going to do it.
All right.
It's got its flaws.
A for Asgard.
But it did some of the stuff it did. Oh no, maybe it goes into B. B. It's
B for Asgard.
I just remembered something about it, but it's
deal breaker.
Yeah, no, it's really, really good. Some of the stuff it did well. It did very, very well. Very fun game. It's on the PC version's really good as well. Like they released it on Steam. It was amazing.
So I will tell you, of these games that we have left, I have only played Virtua Fighter 5.
Okay.
So this is going to be the Graham tier list now.
Yay! It's Graham's tier.
Virtua Fighter 5, very solid. They've not done a Virtua Fighter 6 yet. So that might be in the cards soon. I don't know. Sega's done teases with Virtua Fighter, and the World Tour, or what was it? Ultimate Showdown World Stage was the most recent update. $20 on Steam. Definitely worth it. But this originally released, good gravy, in, give me a date, you jerks, 2006. So it's been 20 years, Sega. We need a new Virtua Fighter, I think.
I think if I'm not mistaken, they did say that they are bringing Virtua Fighter 6 out at some point, but
I don't know. Akira's been in stuff. Sarah Bryant's been in stuff.
Stuff about it last year, Virtua Fighter 6. But yeah, I couldn't.
What do you think about 5?
I have played 5. I own 5. I don't remember anything about the game. Like I know
I only remember it because I played in a tournament recently with some coworkers that we threw together at work and stuff. We do gaming tournaments every now and again, and it was pretty decent. It was a lot of fun seeing people learn it because it's a Virtua Fighter fighting, like the genre, the series is a very different fighting game from most fighters. So it was cool watching people learn that. There's so few fighters on here besides like Bleach and Daisy Fuentes. So where are we going to put this?
Legends. Woo.
I mean, I'll throw it in a B, but I'm not good at fighters, but I'll say B because it's not a bad game, but I don't know if it's a great game.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I'm okay with that. Yeah. Nice. I don't remember loving it, so
sure.
Yeah.
So we got some Virtua Tennis, tennises. What do you think?
Virtua Tennis. What's the first one? I can't even remember.
That's
2009 or 2007 or something. It's called.
Let me see how they should be numbered because I don't remember.
I really think it went Virtua Tennis 1, Virtua Tennis 2 on the Dreamcast, then Virtua Tennis 2009 or something, then Virtua Tennis 3, Virtua Tennis 4.
Yeah, so it went.
Virtua Tennis World Tour.
That was before this. So that was probably like PS2. So it went 3. It went 3, 09, and then 4.
Okay.
Because 4 was released in 2011. Dang. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I own all these and haven't played a single one.
Okay.
Like I said, they went cheap and I grabbed them.
And from memory, they're all good. I couldn't really tell you the difference between them other than they got different players.
They're usually good games overall. Just anyone can pick up and play. So what do we
maybe
where should all 3 of these Virtua Tennis games go?
B or C? B?
Let's say B for tennis ball.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, Virtua Tennis. You did it.
I think the only Virtua Tennis I haven't enjoyed was the one that was released on iOS and Android because it wasn't really Virtua Tennis. They just.
But have you played? What about the N-Gage version? I own that. Yeah.
Is that good?
I have no idea. Don't have an N-Gage.
Let's get Chris Powell on the show right now.
Yeah, someone was selling just that game at a random flea market thing for $5. I was like, I don't own any N-Gage games. This is a Sega game, so I can at least justify that. Yeah. All right, Wacky World of Sports. One of the final 3 games here. What are you thinking?
Yes. C.
C for Wacky. Cartoon Network.
It's like a mini game type thing.
Is it? It's not.
They had like
World of Sports. I was thinking of the Wacky Racers. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah. No, yeah. It's mini games. Like there's extreme cheese rolling. There's extreme ironing where you jump out of a plane to iron stuff. Uses the motion controls.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 games I can remember from it. I remember enjoying it, but not being like, this is the best game ever made or anything. It's fun. Yeah.
All right. I'll accept it. Someone's holding a fish. I don't know what that is in this game, but whatever. All right. You said C. Fine with me.
Yeah. I remember the multiplayer being quite fun as well. That's the main thing. The multiplayer was pretty fun as well. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Last 2 games here. Yakuza 3. You own a daycare, or you run a daycare. They just recently put this out again, and it's controversial re-release, but don't need to get into that. How much of the original did you play? Probably worst cover art for any of the games, but
yeah, it doesn't look that. I don't remember the cover art being that bad. I can't remember if I actually finished number 3. I think I finished it. It's a good game. I remember. All the Yakuza games were really good fun.
Right.
So, like I'm thinking.
Kiryu, we can see your pupils, the thoughts of your pupils. You said A.
I think an A or a B. You haven't played it, have you? No. Okay.
Nope. I just know there's a daycare.
I can't remember if I finished it or not though.
We have so many Yakuza haven't played. I feel like we owe it to the series to put one of them higher up.
Okay, let's put it in A. Yeah.
Last but not least, Yakuza Kiwami.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Potentially an S.
That's the first one. Or what are the Kiwamis?
Yeah, it's basically a remake of it's basically a HD remake because the first ones were released on PlayStation 2.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just because I remember just loving the first 2 games so much. I can't really remember 3 though. No, let's put it in A. Let's put Kiwami in A. It's solid. It's yeah.
He's thinking. What's he thinking?
Keep it in A. Let's keep it in A. Great games, but yeah, S is for Ghost Squad,
Squad. Squad.
There we go. Is that it?
This is the definitive ranking of the 7th generation of Sega releases. I'm not reading all of this. You guys, we'll post it online eventually. But you got to watch the video to see the full breadth of this thing. But we will say what's in our top tiers here of S plus and S. S plus games. Read them off, Graham. What are our S plus games? I'll read off the S.
So we have for S plus, we have the Sega Dreamcast Collection, which was only physically released on Xbox 360. We have Sonic and I always get these. Is it Sonic and All Stars Racing Transforms? Was it Sonic and Sega All Stars? Yeah, Sonic and All. Okay, yeah. Anyway, brilliant racing game, and the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis Ultimate Mega Super Duper Collection thing.
That's interesting. That has a different title because over here, I'm only bringing it up because it's different box art. Oh, or am I? Son of a gun. Let's try this one more time. It's just called Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection over here. And it has him standing in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's so interesting that ours is not only a different title, but like Sonic's not the cover. That's funny.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could see Myron on the shelf in case I'm misremembering and mine does have Sonic for some reason, but yeah.
Weird. And I will say, Australia, man, did you get the best end of the stick for that Dreamcast collection? Because only over there was a vinyl record released of the soundtrack for the Dreamcast collection. So, Dr. Scottnick, I'm sure you've got it, and it drives me nuts. Yeah, I don't know why. But that's neither here nor there. We could talk about that another time. And then in the S rank, Bayonetta, Vanquish, Ghost Squad, Medieval 2 of Total War, Resonance of Fate, and Valkyria Chronicles. And you guys can check out the rest of the rankings. In the Don't Bother, we've got Sonic and the Black Knight and Thor. And we haven't played a lot. Will we rectify the haven't played area? Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe.
How do you feel about this overall, Graham, now that you see this thing? Let me try to get the whole thing in here.
don't know if I'm worried that maybe I've made some things too good, or I don't know.
It's our list. We can change it anytime if we wanted to. But
I think there's there's definitely a few games we both need to replay, like Sonic Unleashed, maybe Sonic 06.
Right.
Yakuza. We'll get to play the Yakuza games, that's for sure.
I'm saving it though.
Okay,
this is
nice.
Sega Spirit's official. Oh my god, ranking of 7th. Gen Sega games. It's official.
Nice.
I'm gonna download the image. That's my image, as you can see. Thank you, everybody. And we're gonna save it. And now it's officially official. Ooh, we did it, everybody.
We did it. We finally made it. Like 3 hours later.
But we did it.
We did it.
I'm pretty happy with that.
I want to play. I think it's fun.
I want to play Ghost Squad again. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Ghost Squad. I want to play Captain America because I've heard good things about that. So,
yeah. All right, Graham. Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap this bad boy up. So, with that, let's. Do you have any shout outs at all this week? At all?
I've only been playing Resident Evil, so I don't know what's going on with the world. I'll shout out to Saturn Shiro again, as always, because they, especially with the crap they're doing with the SEGAGaGa, they're good guys. Leave them alone. But Saturn Shiro does good stuff and lets the world know about good stuff. So go check out their website. Oh my God, Saturn Shiro. If you just type that, you'll find their stuff. But we'll also link their website in the show notes. What about you, Graham?
I'm going to give out a shout out to Carlos and the rest of the team at RetroSumus. Thank you so much for all your awesome work you've done on the indie scene, especially even just for making Xenocider for the Dreamcast, because that is one of my favorite indie games on any system, and I love it. Brilliant game, and just sad that you guys have disbanded. But I don't know if in the future you decide to come back together, or you can. That'll be really awesome to see you guys. But yeah, Scotty's holding up
good stuff.
Xenocider. Yeah,
love the box art.
Oh, I've got one over there. I can see it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The collector's edition had like a neat little poster and the disc and like a little thank you card kind of thing.
Ooh,
so
we've both got the collector's edition. That's
very
good.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to get this anymore, but at least from their site. But support indie. Go grab their stuff while you still can.
Yeah, we'll also link to the sites that are still selling physical copies of this. But if you want to get digital copy, you can reach out to RetroSumus, and you can still get digital copies of the Dreamcast game to put on like a GDMU or play on an emulator or what you want to do. So cool. Yep, that's it. I think we can wrap up the show. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think about the tier. Are we absolutely crazy for what we did?
Should we do another one ever? Why did we do this?
Yeah.
Did you do your own? You can take that list and do your own. So
yep. Brilliant. Well, with that, let's see you next episode.
Teef says goodbye.
Bye.